feels too nice.
It feels great.
It is a little muggy, so it's like.
Yeah. What else?
I was even contemplating bringing my jacket. I'm like, no, it's gonna.
Oh, it's supposed to start raining.
Look how ridiculous that
Raining
looks. I mean, why stop there? Let's just go butt ass naked now. Actually, we can tell people we are.
Yeah. It's the.
I was even thinking about doing a podcast. Be like, we have to do it bottomless. So
no one will ever know.
This makes it more authentic. I drove all the way here.
Put the pressure on them.
It's raining men. Should have fired that song up. Hallelujah! It's raining men.
I'm not even gonna. Let's try to not even smile. Just like don't even.
Well, we're already live on the stream, so on the YouTube, so
Okay.
it's all good. We haven't gone live on the show.
Hey, check.
Check. How do we do that at the same time?
Check.
Oh my god. Since I'm under the bright light, I'm all really pale.
There.
I'm really pale.
I'll see the replay.
Fucking Cokes are flat.
They're brand new. How are they flat? They're brand new out of the. Seriously? They are. What the fuck? Although that's kind of like my favorite level, but I do like the bite.
Got like a little more bite than my cocoa.
Yeah, a little more bite. All right. I need to fire up next week real quick, just in case.
Good thing we didn't do this being this year. We didn't that shame. Back in the day, you might still do it, but back in the day, you think P90X and shit. It's like, I do any stuff.
Yep.
Fucking handsome, ripped, talented,
And smart.
He was fun last week. Him gradually getting more and more wasted.
Did he get?
It was fantastic.
I love Ian, but
great.
it's always really nice to see him covered. Like,
Yeah. No, I love when he's on here.
Me, him, like 9 other dudes went to Florida for our buddy Greg's bachelor party, and we were all just in the middle of tripping balls, and then Ian was just like, like we were trying to be, hey, you know, like you don't have to, no pressure, but if you want to, yeah. So it's like you don't have to buy it. Here you go. And he was eventually like, it was funny. We were on the beach, all lined up in a row, like completely silent. It was just anybody walked by, they knew that we were fucking tripping. And he was like, hey, he decided he started seeing us just kind of like fucking lose our mind. He was like, all right, well, so we told him back in the beach house where it was. What's funny is he left, and then like 2 minutes go by, and I'm like, oh shit, did we lose Ian? Where'd he go? Is he gone forever? I don't know what happened to him.
Let's see here.
The Ian.
All right, everything's back to normal.
I just now realized. I didn't even realize that.
That's what's crazy about.
I bet you've told us that probably 50 times, and I have not.
Maybe not.
It just hasn't registered. Or maybe he's told us.
Oh, about like when it's
that you guys.
Y'all are all.
What's funny is I'm one of the few people that knew his
Raining Men.
knew his wife before they started dating because she was a grade older than me, and Ian's 2 grades older than me. She was in my
You didn't visit Bulgaria
calculus class.
before?
No, she was in my calculus class, and then they started dating at this time. And I made a deal with her where I could copy the homework And in exchange for that, I just gave her a ride home. And that was, she helped me pass calculus because I was being lazy as fuck. He had, this is what's great about Ian. So in high school, he was a guy who, he wasn't like pompous or everything. He's always been a very talented artist, but in high school, he would walk around in giant fucking Jinkos, not in a white trashy way.
I've seen a video from way back then.
Did you see the hair?
Yeah.
Like that. It was like a weird,
Genius.
like not that long dreadlocky blue dyed hair.
Great.
And it's like seeing that, like, oh, that's Ian. Okay. And, I really don't know if I interacted with him really much in high school. Then he joined a punk band when my friends were getting a punk band.
Let's start this thing up. Ready? You ready? You got show notes open over there?
No. Somewhere I do, but I'm texting Courtney right now.
No.
Oh.
Courtney Hugs.
You are?
Not Courtney Hugs. No, I'm Matt Stubbs.
You got a boner?
I just
I don't have a
drooled.
boner.
Who doesn't like a long dick?
So moist.
This episode of the
is
brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Show number 418. It is April 25th, 2021. A2521.
Is that how you
Put
say
it
that
on
now?
Do Not Disturbed.
Do not disturb mode so your phone never goes ooh
Make
in the middle
sure
of the show.
make sure there's plenty of time on the oven timer.
Yep.
You got plenty of beer,
We got a lot of stuff to talk about this week
plenty of
because
wine,
you were gone last week.
plenty of Coca-Cola, classic, not new Coke,
That's not flat.
and not Crystal Pepsi. Screw that stuff.
What's wrong with Crystal Pepsi? That was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was just too much of a weird head trip. Because you felt like you needed to be drinking Sprite.
I
But
do not remember
it tasted like Pepsi, so it messed with your head. Which, by the way, check this out.
Okay.
Next time you're at a bar,
Mm-hmm.
get a shot mixed with grenadine
Okay.
and Corona Premier. It tastes just like Dr. Pepper.
Grenadine and Corona Premier.
The low-carb Corona beer. It can't be Corona. It's got to be the low-carb Corona beer.
Okay.
And then grenadine.
Okay. Because we know how drunk you can get off grenadine. It's highly
Somehow.
alcoholic. I think you'll get diabetes before you get drunk.
It's
but
not the alcohol content that's the greatest part. The greatest part is that it tastes
It's
like
like
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper. Yeah.
Here's the problem. Is that I,
Or addicted to Dr. Pepper.
in my 20s, was very addicted to Dr. Pepper, and I dropped it.
So that's all you would do. Well, the thing is, this would be okay because there's no caffeine. So-
Well, every once in a while, when you go to a fast food establishment, they fuck up your drink. I mean, it's just bound to happen, right? Like you go through a
You'll
drive-through and they screw up your
Josh
drink.
Hamilton it and start sweating and getting white knuckled and be like,
Well, no.
when he says he drives
I'll
down
take
the
a
highway.
swig. I'll be like, oh, let me have my sweet tea, and it's Dr. Pepper, and it's disgusting to me now. Like the
'Cause it's too sweet?
pruny sweetness of it and the pruniness of
What
it.
about Diet Dr. Pepper? See, I'm kind of addicted to Diet Dr.
I don't
Pepper.
drink diet drinks at all ever,
It's weird because when
they
you
don't
drink
taste. They don't taste right.
and I don't want diabetes.
when you drink diet drinks for a while,
Diabetes.
you can't go back to the normal classic Coke or Dr. Pepper real quick without going, ugh.
Well, I think that's with anything.
It's like
right?
when you do keto. When you do a keto diet.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for.
God dang it! I forgot to get something before the show.
Anyway, happy Tuesday,
Happy Tuesday.
Dustin. Happy Tuesday, Brian.
Happy Tuesday.
So
It's good to be back. I was out last week.
you were
right.
out last
Correct,
week.
correct.
A lot of stuff has gone by. We had a lot to talk about last week. Even if you were going to be here, you missed out on a fantastic show. We had Ian in.
I listened.
Filling in your seat was Susie. She was the fake Matt Stubbs last week.
The Not Stubbs.
The not Stubbs. And then we had Sheridan in, who's always fantastic and great and fun. And
Yes.
she was. And yeah, we had a great time. Seems like it was so great we pissed off more people in the city of Colleyville.
No.
Uh-oh. Well, happy Tuesday chat room.
Happy Tuesday chat room. Happy Tuesday, city of Colleyville.
Yes.
I'm
I
gonna
thought we were
start
gonna do
this
shooting
off.
the shit first.
I am shooting the shit because this
This is part of the shit.
This is what happened last week. When we finished the show last week, I don't know about you, although I think
when we were
you part
going
of this.
into the show, before we even, like the week before,
We got a bunch of messages about how
yeah,
aggravated housewives in the city of Colleyville were with us.
So you mean?
oh, I thought it was the other way
Kurt
around. I thought that
opponent
they had our
supporters?
back. I
Well-
thought they were saying that we weren't.
Let me change this up.
Okay.
Why don't you refer to them as Kurt Meyer's opponent supporters?
There you go. Or Republican housewives in the city of Colleyville did not like us.
No, just call him that way. You
Or
can just say
wasps.
his name. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What is?
I forgot. Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta
There's
say it's
already
people?
a name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't get it.
they thought we were bagging on the city, and
The
that
city.
Colleyville was full of elitists, and
Elitist.
that we were a bunch of drunken losers that had a stupid podcast.
See, that's the funny part because that means they had to not just listen to that show. They had to go back and listen to other shows that we were
go
actually
through it.
drunk on.
Yeah.
yeah.
So hey, thanks for the clicks.
Yeah, thanks.
Like the
thanks
7th
for
anniversary,
all the
like,
clicks.
pretty
Thanks for
wasted
all the money you guys gave us. I mean, you're in Colleyville. You can afford to lose a few dollars here and there,
Yeah.
right? So, last week you weren't on, but I went ahead and made the claim that yes, Colleyville is full of elitists, and I have family that live there. I have friends that live there. I'll tell them to their face they're elitist because it's funny, and. Who gives a shit? You're Colleyville. I would want to be
Because it's
an
fun.
elitist.
It's the Richburg
How about it's just funny?
crammed in between Euless and Grapevine that, as someone that lived in Euless, I would accidentally find myself, in Colleyville and not
Yeah.
even trying. And that way I knew I was at a Euless when I was just like, man, these houses are fucking nice. I made a wrong turn. I need to
If you can't
go
laugh
back.
at rich people, who can you laugh at?
Really? And if you don't want to be called elitist, then let's take this little entry off your Wikipedia page that says Colleyville is consistently ranked as the safest city in Texas,
Oh.
and in 2018 was named the 11th safest city in the United States. Colleyville is also the 10th wealthiest city in the United States.
Wow.
10th wealthiest in the United States.
If that doesn't have elite status all over it, then I don't know what does. I would love for
Well,
my zip code
I didn't know
or
that.
my
Is
city.
Dave an elitist?
Dave is an elitist.
He kind of is, isn't he?
I think Dave came over the next day and was like,
You know what,
fucking
guys?
elitist is here. What's up?
I don't know. I would recommend that.
Of course,
People-
Dave arrived to my house in a helicopter and had his own
He has a
handlers
pad.
roll out a red carpet for him.
Yeah.
A red ladder and a red carpet.
I would just calm down. Don't be all. Come on. You don't
Yeah.
really want to do this, actually.
I mean, this is the thing.
You only lose in this.
This is the thing. Colleyville,
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get our laughs no matter what.
yeah, we're gonna, yeah. And Callie Rigney, I opened up the floor to her to come on this week. She had this week because early voting ended today across Texas. Early voting ends
okay.
today, and then the last day to vote is Saturday. And that's when everything comes down. So she had one chance to come in here, and I opened up the floor to her last week. I said, hey, you can come in here. You can do it.
State her case.
I was going to bring in a makeup team.
Well, we didn't really bag on her.
I did.
Like, I don't know what she would. Oh, you're talking about from the show last week.
Last week's show, yeah.
Oh, because I thought it was all stemming from the original when we had Greg in here,
Greg.
or not Greg,
Kurt.
Greg Abbott.
I
That's
mentioned,
my
I
new,
mentioned
like,
my
glitch
buddy
now.
Greg.
Anytime that I hear, if I talk about politics at all now,
It's just Greg
it
Abbott.
goes to Greg Abbott.
We're
No,
gonna
it's
get
because
to
I'm telling
him.
you a story. I mentioned my friend Greg.
Did you? Is
That
that what it
too.
was?
Yeah.
Oh, that had to be it then. Well, thanks for the brain glitch.
Greg's bachelor
But
party.
anyway, I wouldn't just calm down.
Yeah, relax. Hey, we love Colleyville, like I said.
Love Colleyville. I almost went
My
there.
uncle was your police chief for years. He worked on the police force for half of his career was spent in Colleyville.
And they got that craft
Apparently
beer
sounds like
store,
a
too.
sweet gig.
What's that craft
Speaking
beer
of
store
safe
too?
as
Is that
city.
in Colleyville or is that considered?
Halls.
Yeah, is that Colleyville?
I think that is considered Colleyville.
Yeah, we love that place.
But you have Mirage too.
There used to be a J Max.
Mirage
There
is
used to
great.
be a Max Bar and Grill there that was really cool.
Here's the thing, Colleyville. I'm going to
How
tell you
many
this.
Max bars and grills are
There's
there?
two things. There's two things I want to say about Colleyville. Colleyville, you may be the 10th wealthiest zip code in the United States, but you're only 16 miles from one of the zip codes that have the lowest life expectancy and the poorest in the state. 16 miles separates you. That bleed can happen. That bleed over can happen.
Those poor dying people can eventually find out where Colleyville
Yeah,
is.
hey.
If they can get to a computer
There's
and know how to Google Maps.
in life,
Man, Antifa's gonna get on us on this one now. They're gonna be like, "Hey,
Burn down the
Gus."
society
riot at the temple.
Yeah.
in society, it's way easier for things to collapse than it is to grow
Oh,
and become wealthy. So just remember that. And
gravity falls down.
if you want to start a beef war with us in the city of North Richland Hills, I want to remind you of one more thing, Colleyville. We have a lot of gun shops. In fact, we outnumber
Dear
you
God.
3-1.
This took a really left.
You're also
hardcore.
So-
buffered by Hearst, Bedford, and Euless.
These are
Just
jokes.
Hearst. Just Hearst
Oh,
between us.
no.
Oh, no, there's spots where North Richland Hills
Depends
butts
on
up to
how
it.
you get there.
Yeah. But I just want you to know that when shit hits the fan and the zombie apocalypse happens, don't come running over here asking us for ammo. Don't
Trying to
come
use
over
the-
here trying to save your
Trying to
life.
use the North Richland
Trying to come to
Hills
North Richland Hills going, hey, we need your help.
Chick-fil-A.
No.
No Chick-fil-A for you.
No.
Their
You
You
gates
can't
will
come over
keep
here,
the
man.
first couple of zombie waves until
Yeah.
the zombies eventually
Yeah.
can start crawling on top of another.
Yeah,
each
don't
other
be coming
and
over
then going
here
over the
for your
walls.
craft coffees and
Like
whatever.
Dave said, our
Right?
elitist Colleyville friend Dave said, don't be coming over here to my house asking for ammunition
no.
and guns.
No.
Don't.
No, no,
Don't
no,
be
no.
coming to my city
Don't be
because we
bringing your-
outnumber you 3-1 in gun shops.
You know what? Don't be bringing your encyclopedias over to North Richland Hills.
There you go.
No.
It's just dead weight.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We'll see how far your electric cars can go and how
Yeah.
fortified your. Hold on.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies at that charging
I have it
station.
here.
They
Your
better turn around.
tax appraised $1,050,000 house. How fortified it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I looked
I
up.
don't want to hear it.
I looked up people that attacked us.
Your
I
panic
know
rooms
lots
better
of-
have a sub elevator to your underground rich man city. If not, you're just gonna
What is
die in
the-
the panic room.
Yeah. What's the movie that everybody watches? Like every year they put one out and they
The
did-
Purge.
The Purge.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't
I
you
mean,
seen The
come on.
Purge?
Come on.
The Purge.
I never watched the Purge movie because it sounded like the dumbest fucking
Yeah,
idea.
it sounds like a movie about throwing up
Would you rather if you
or a Metallica movie.
Here's the deal. Let's see. Here's what I want to ask
Did
you.
you get that reference?
Yeah,
Did you?
I did.
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
Let's say we just had a big
Sometime-
UFC fight this weekend that was a fantastic card, top to bottom. But let me
The
ask
main
you.
card I wish was a little better because I wanted Masvidal to win.
Yeah, no, but not when you get cocky and start waving your hands around. I'm going,
Well,
come on.
he does
come
that
on,
all the-
Come
but
on.
yeah.
He does. It's going to
Eventually,
catch up
yeah.
with you.
You're
That's
gonna
true.
punch me.
But if
You're
you
gonna
were
punch-
in
is that what he's
Vegas
trying to
and
say?
you had to bet on a board member, a chairman of the board that sits on a business that lives in Colleyville versus the common
Watauga?
street man from
Watauga?
North Richland Hills, Hearst,
Haltom City?
Watauga, Haltom City.
Yeah.
Who's your money going to be on?
Oh, Haltom City.
Yeah, the common street
yeah,
guy.
the common man.
I'm always going to go for the MacGyver over the suit.
No,
Are we talking about in the ring?
no,
Yeah,
man.
or
It's
just
not
like
like
a street
it's
fight?
not MacGyver. It's like it's no, it's not MacGyver.
Well,
need to
MacGyver's a
pick
common man.
Yeah, but he's also very smart and
He's
and
not
knows,
going to have
like, an
any tools to
engineer and
make shit
stuff.
out of stuff in the ring. The ring's
So-
empty.
But I just think that that's not a really good representation of North Richland Hills.
Oh.
So maybe like, let's see, MacGyver's a badass. Don't get me wrong, I love MacGyver, especially if you got if you're in a plane and it's going down.
Young MacGyver's dumb.
I didn't know he had a kid.
No, there's a Young MacGyver TV show or the new one that's all
Young
he's a
MacGyver.
Yeah.
Anyway.
he calls him Young McGuy.
Yeah, no, I think our character like that represents the people of North Richland Hills. I don't know why I can't talk today. Haltom City, Watauga. All the people down here with the rest of us
Yeah.
would be Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
Like Danny McBride, he would be the one that would represent Northeast Tarrant County with Red Pants.
There we go. Matt Thomas versus the CEO of Coca-Cola. Who are you going to take in the ring? Matt Thomas, of course. He's a common man.
I'd have to look at.
I think
the
Coca-Cola is
stats.
owned by a Mexican company now, so that would be.
I think you're discounting the hobbies of these elites. Could be golf. Yes, that is a good. But I'm like, some of these guys might have,
like
personal
hunting hobbies
trainers
and stuff.
that,
Well, their wives do. Boom.
or they could just have do some Krav Maga on the side for funsies.
Hey,
They
real
know it's a
quick.
good workout. Just saying.
So you're saying that
You'd
we
have to do
could-
some
you-
research
so you're
on
kind of
these
nervous
people.
that we're going to run into like the American Psycho dude, like just some guys like
I'm not saying he's
They're
murderous.
kissing him-
I'm just saying
kissing
he
his
might
bicep
just
while he's
by
banging.
modern day
Knows a lot of
standards
shit about you, Lewis, and
and the
news.
popularity of MMA. Like you do it, and it's a form of
I did-
exercise. Well, no, not MMA. But
just
you do
don't-
jujitsu.
I'm still. I know what you're
I know.
saying.
These people
The
can
potential-
afford more
and
lessons.
there's some athletes I
and
think that
personal
live there
trainers.
too.
But
Same.
there's a difference with growing up on the streets and knowing how to
Oh,
brawl on the
transplants
streets
in.
versus
Oh, so the athlete.
being a silver spoon.
So they don't get
with
the
shit
athlete.
born in your mouth.
It doesn't. The athlete doesn't automatically go to their team.
Yeah, you can train and train and train all you want, but if you've never been confronted in the streets, you're not going to know how to handle yourself.
I mean, it is, but it just depends on the person.
You got to
So.
get dirty, man. You got to get
I
get your
love-
knuckles
Maybe we'll
bloody
send
and
love
bruised.
painting-
I tell you what, we'll send in reconnaissance. And
I
like,
love
do a
painting in broad
reconnaissance mission
strokes,
and
but I
see.
also like pointing out. I don't know.
But
these people-
my original thought was the generic
Oh, I know.
board guy
I just-
versus
Yeah,
I just
versus like
can't
a
go
like
with
a
the cons-
cable lineman.
I can't go with
Yeah.
the consensus most of the time.
Or-
I have to be
or,
like,
you
this
know-
guy might play golf, but he might be going to play golf to
Did
you
you
know,
guys see that video of the fight
to relax
that broke out on the
from
golf
Krav
course
Maga training.
a while back?
The what?
Did you see
The
that video of that fight that broke out on the golf course a couple of weeks ago?
Golf course? No.
Yeah, I think it was in Australia or something.
I hope they were dueling
they were-
in golf carts. 'Cause
No,
that
the
would be
dude.
fucking
It,
awesome.
it ended with the guy running and grabbing a tee flag, the pole,
okay.
and throwing it
And
at the
throwing
guy.
it,
He was
yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, he
Javelin?
tried to javelin him.
fuck.
Tried to,
Fucking A.
and then he's tried to
Impale him.
swat him and everything. It was funny.
That's
It
awesome.
was great.
These big fat dudes, I think.
Well, good thing they got rid of the guns. That way,
Breaking
They
news.
have to improvise.
Okay, breaking news.
And we'll get
Ladies
off.
and gentlemen,
real
Dr.
quick,
Fauci here with some
before we
breaking
leave
news.
Colleyville, I want to say one more thing. All you housewives that got mad and upset that we said you're a housewife, and Callie Rigney, you got pissed off that we said you were a housewife or whatever.
You're welcome for tonight's show.
I was raised by a housewife. My mother was a housewife. She was fucking incredible. It's not something bad. We didn't say anything wrong. I love my mom,
Did they think you did?
and because we use the term housewife or housefrau or house mom or whatever, and just chill out, relax. My mom
Hopefully
raised
no
me
one
right. You're good.
Hopefully, no one makes a show with the word
There's
housewife
nothing wrong.
in the title.
That's the most that right
I thought
there.
that's what they called the lady that took care of the strip club.
It's the
that
madam.
too.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
house
madam, yeah.
mom or
Well,
the,
the,
that-
oh, it's
that's
the
the
madam.
Madam's the no. She.
But I
she
wanna
corrals
say-
the prostitutes.
That's the most underrated
I didn't
and
even know that-
underfunded and underpaid job in the world.
I didn't even know that we called
Been a
anyone a
house mom?
housewife. I don't remember
They're
saying
paid,
that about
They're
anyone.
They're paid
Well, you
in
need
the.
to stop
they're paid
drinking during the
in
show.
house. They're paid by having
Well,
a house.
I'm not drinking right now.
Yeah. And for your information, Matt and I are sober this show.
And I wasn't even here the last show.
Yeah. When I was extremely sober.
It,
Don't tell me the
honestly-
not drinking is because you want to make.
We'll
a
get back to
point
Colleyville later on the
to
show.
Housewives.
I have more I want to say
there's
about
more?
Colleyville.
Oh.
But I want to talk about Friday night. Speaking of drinking,
Yeah.
that was a rare JJ Tim's out on the streets of Fort Worth night
Yeah.
that came together really quick,
Yeah.
really fast
What street are we talking?
on Magnolia and the
Okay.
South Side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot how many places we went to. We went like to 11 places.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude,
Just a hopping.
that guy over there. Let's go here.
I
Let's
just
go
wanted,
there.
there's a lot of people I wanted to see.
Let's go
Okay.
see this person. Let's
Yeah.
go here. Let's
Trying
go.
to make up for lost time.
Yeah,
Hence
yeah,
Hence
kind of.
the
Well,
Yeah.
I told you we ran into
hence the almost dozen
Tony
Yeah.
places.
Tony
over
Green.
at Grandma's before we all met up, and he was like, "Hey, y'all come over."
At Grandma's or at the Owl?
Grandma's.
You went to Grandma's,
Mm-hmm.
Cane Rosa, Boiled Owl,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where's Grandma's? Is this in order?
Chat room.
the chat room, the
Okay.
usual.
Yes, because
Okay. I don't know where Grandma's
someone
is at, but
was
that's kind of
pulling
in order.
me. Nice job, chat room.
Back to the
By the
usual.
way, can I go to rant now?
Back to the usual. I
We
mean,
went
back to back to Boiled Owl,
Yeah, we went back to Bulldog,
and then Mass. And
Yeah,
then,
Mass.
Did we go
and then we
down
did.
to the deep south side?
then,
Tarantula. Did we go down that far? I
No,
don't
we were
think did.
talking about it, but I don't think
We
our
went from
friend
Mass
was
to
there.
usual.
Yeah. So, check this out.
8.
After we left, so
He went to 8 places.
after we left,
He had 2 drinks
Our
in each
Uber?
place.
our
Oh, each
Uber
place.
freaking got down the road, like almost all the way to the highway, and turns around and goes, "I've got to take you back." And we're like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I've got to take you back. This was I picked up the wrong people." And we're like, "Well, dude," and I started working him the whole way back. I was like, "Are you seriously gonna do this? You're almost on the highway, man." He's like, "No, I've got to." And I was like, "Well, man, can't you just call them and let them know that like they need to get another one or something?" And he's like, "No,
My
absolutely
rating.
not."
My rating.
This way, I kept like
So did he drop y'all off?
he dropped us back off at the Boiled Owl.
And then what was did he were the other people
he
still
left.
waiting there?
It was one dude got in the car and they drove off. Me and Mandy were just like, "Okay, that just happened."
Weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. I worked him too, man. I was like, "Dude, I'll give you an extra $20." Like I was working him,
Wait, where are you trying to go?
which
from
I'm glad
Bold
I
Out?
didn't because
He probably saw your
my account
destination was
overflowed
like,
that
fuck.
night.
Oh, really?
That's what I was thinking. I think he was headed down the road, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm because he's leaving all those people that got money over there in that area."
Well, wait a second. Your
I'm sure he's-
area has money.
Not like it used to. Not like okay.
It's
Not like
Party
Colleyville,
Central.
okay? Not like Colleyville. So, but anyway, yeah. So we had to get another driver, and fortunately, the dude showed up really quick. So,
Oh, that's good.
and I told him, I was like, he's like, "Really?" He goes, "I would have never done that."
It was a
Which that dude probably did that to come pick us up.
so there were a bunch of fun things with
Those
that
guys
night.
got encyclopedias.
But that was a rare night where I went. I can't do this anymore. I can't see straight. My stomach's starting to hurt. I don't know what's going on.
Y'all didn't go and get anything to eat?
Everything started freaking out around me.
I can handle one of those, but oh man, both like,
Lights and sounds and everything started bleeding together, and I was like,
oh god,
I've had way too much whiskey, and I
dude, the whiskey
Did
will
you just pull
sneak
over?
It sneaks up
Huh?
on you, man.
no, I went and sat out in the truck forever.
Oh yeah,
That's what I
it's
love
probably
whiskey.
the smartest thing you could do.
But that's what's great about
Got
beer.
babysat.
Is at least beer puts a physical element inside your stomach to where it comes to a point where like you can keep pissing all the beer out all you want, but at some point your stomach's just like, this is technically food in some degree. I can only hold so much. I'm done intaking liquids that aren't water.
Yeah,
And you're kind of like, oh, I'm kind of fucked up, but you're just burping the whole time and you just feel fat. And so that's what I love about beer. But whiskey, as great as it is, and you're just kind of like, oh, more bang
well,
for my
that's
buck.
the problem. I didn't feel anything until we went and got Eagle Rare
yeah,
at the usual,
yeah. That's when it got turned.
and then Thomas was with
Like
us,
it went from
and he wouldn't finish his drink.
Now, there was so much stuff in that too.
And I was just like, that's a craft drink. That's fucking good stuff. And I was just like, all right, you're not gonna finish it. Gong.
Oh god.
And that I think was like, okay,
the one that just
that's the one that kind of started messing my stomach. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then we still went to 3 other places after that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you want to get you want to get at least one drink every place you go. Man, it's been a long time since I've been bar hopping.
That's kind of what we were doing. That was our jam.
Yeah.
If I've
It was
bar
fun.
hopped, really, it was probably like I went to an open mic somewhere, and maybe another open mic,
Yeah.
and then maybe I went up early, and maybe there weren't comics there I want to hang out with, and then I'm just like, all right, I've technically been at 2 bars. I'm gonna go buy at least 3 more at home that I might want to go into. And so I'm just kind of, I've only had 3 beers total. And then I'm just like, I'll take a little slight detour on the way home. Hey, I found myself at this bar somehow.
This didn't come up last week, but I'd like to try it. But Sheridan always told me that you can't make it down. They do a division
Oh yeah.
Bar crawl?
The
The
bar
bus
crawl that
thing?
goes all the way
The
down.
bus?
Yeah.
and you can't finish it. No one can finish it. Like it's extremely
What
impossible.
like what were we talking about? What's the
They
what's
start
the
on the
what's
other
the
side-
metrics here?
They start on the other side of 360, and they go all
Oh,
the
okay.
way to
Try to get all the way to 820 or Aussie go
to the
at
Aussie.
Rabbit.
Aussie, yeah.
Aussie Rabbit, and it's something like 32, something like that.
I've
or
had-
27 or something like that.
I've
And
had
you're supposed to have 1 beer or 1 drink at each one.
How about a shot at each one?
I've had a bartender explain to me who had also done it, was probably Neil, and just talk about exactly like what it all entails, and I was just like, oh god, that sounds like so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just go to like a bar and then maybe another bar to walk to.
I have to ask her. I thought she said something about like they have it set up for what drinks you get. Like at this
Oh,
bar, you're
okay.
gonna get a beer. At this bar, you're gonna get a
They
shot.
plan it out a little
At
bit.
this bar, you get a beer.
So they plan
kinda
it
break
for
up.
success.
That's kind of mean
They
to
try
people
to.
that don't want to mix really when
But
they're,
see,
when they're out
the-
really drinking.
See, here's the problem though. You got to be very careful because you'll get to this certain point to where, like, let's say for instance, all 3 of us did this. We'd be doing it good. We'd be holding our own, and then one of us would be like, "You want to do another shot or something?" Or get an extra. That's where you
That's where
really
you
start
can't do
fucking
that.
up. No,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
You gotta
have
do.
to-
You gotta do
no
one
matter-
and done.
But when you get all buzzy and it's almost like you got to have a coach that's not.
And there
drinking.
can't be anything on the bus.
Yeah, no.
You can't be one of these buses that
Sneaking
also
a-
have the drinks
the
on
flask.
it, or they
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
bar
yeah.
in the back
Yeah.
of the bus. You can't be.
No.
I just
can't
don't
be
like
doing
the
that.
idea of my drinking being having to follow such a rigid schedule.
And see,
It
here's
completely
how it
goes
really-
against how
it could
fun
happen.
drinking can be.
So someone just walks in and is like, "Oh, Brian, what's up, dude? Hadn't seen you in forever." And you totally forgot. You just did that shot, and then you got to go. He's like, "Hey, let's do shots." And you're like, "Okay," because you're all caught up into it. You're like, "Oh, my buddy, I
That's
haven't seen him
assuming
forever."
I know people.
So-
which-
Well, let's pretend you have friends.
Have you ever done
I'll-
the Power Hour?
Yes.
no, what's that?
I would like to do it.
No, it's not. It's a lot. Well, I did it when I was way younger, but we didn't just do the power hour. We crushed it, and we kept going for like 2. You have to ask next time you see Johnson or my ex-wife. But we crushed it, absolutely crushed it.
I need details.
Went home to try to watch a movie, and then it all hit me. Like
But you
Like,
can't.
I
I
think
want
it
to
was
do
one of the-
an hour and see where I'm
It's-
at.
you'll
an hour.
you'll be fine.
So what?
You think
What,
so?
what is?
You'd
What
be
is?
fine.
What is?
It's a shot of beer every
Every-
minute for 1 hour.
Yeah.
You end up in that 1
Okay.
hour drinking like 7 beers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fully, but you're taking a
It's-
shot every minute.
Okay.
it would surprise you. The only thing that sucks is it's not easy to
What beer
do.
did you use?
Back then it was probably Coors Light.
So you kept it easy.
Right. But
Let's do some
the
tempters.
thing is though, you can't just like my ex-wife and her friend were the 2 people running. They have it's a task. You
Yeah,
almost
you
need
need-
like you
unless
almost
you-
need like 4 people to be the people that are keeping up. And
Yeah, no, you're supposed to have it all.
the
set
hardest
out.
part is when you go piss. because you got to take a shot with you. You can't spill the shot.
I think
and
I
you're
can
trying to
make it an
pee.
hour.
Huh?
I think I could if I peed beforehand. I think I can make it an hour going.
Yeah,
through
it
that
gets
beer.
Well,
tough.
not me.
That's get well.
I'm going to have to pee again here at some point. That was probably because I had a smoothie for dinner, but
But
Oh,
that's the
speaking of which,
that's the 2 hardest parts is
you got
is
smoothies.
not spilling things and then and the people going back and forth and then pissing. That's the hardest part. So, like sobriety wise, I guarantee you if you do it, you'll be like, "Pfft, I mean, I'd drive to go get some cigarettes like this.
No,
That's
I,
a
I
lot.
would,
no,
I
no,
would
no.
have
This is where I'd
cigarettes
want to do
on
it.
me.
This is where I'd want to do it on a camp out, on a camping trip. Like,
Oh God.
we're talking about doing it.
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go through that kind.
Just
Man,
feel like shit for the rest of the time you're camping.
yeah, maybe.
Well, okay. Here's another thing. Jay Smith wants us. I don't know if she still has them or not, but she wants us to rip through some 120-minute IPA.
It's not the one we've had. The Dogfish Head.
Yeah, the Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA wants us to rip like 2 or 3 or something on the show and then
Yeah.
do the show
Well, we did that at
because it'll kill us.
your party when your sister came into town.
Yeah, we drank that 120 there,
No, but we each had 2.
but we weren't doing a show.
No, and I don't. That was a crazy night.
Yeah. Something else I want to get in Friday night. This is where we start pissing people off, making people angry. But you and I had an interesting conversation. Do you remember this, or were you?
It depends on what it is.
Um,
I remember a lot of the night.
you do.
Yeah, so
We had a conversation about local bands,
up. About the gear.
gear, and how I've kind of had this conversation with Susie and Jeff.
The same thing.
It's not really the same thing, but man, I'm ready to have my balls rocked off. I haven't had my balls rocked off in a while. FTW did it.
Oh,
Every time I see them, they do it. But I want a back-to-back. I'm ready for a show where all the bands just blow my balls off. It's loud as hell, and I'm ready to punch someone in the face.
Was this Friday as well? What I missed?
so I got to talk to you about something after the show about a guest that I want to get on
Okay, we can do that.
that is very close to that band you just mentioned, and he's doing something amazing. It looks like from what I've seen on Instagram right now with his bros. Have you seen these pictures?
Yeah. I'm freaking out.
Like I'm gonna.
I want to do the
Do
same
you have
thing.
his number?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You should text him when he gets back in and say, hey, we want to have you on. You can bring a few of those guys, but we got to hear this.
I want to hear this story.
Dude, that trip looks amazing. It
Yeah.
reminds me of the thing that David Beckham did.
I'll send you a
That
message.
that show that David Beckham did where he like rode his motorcycle across Brazil or something.
What about the Ewan McGregor long way up and long way around and all that stuff? It looks just like that.
Yeah, that was like Africa and Asia.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were talking about the bands and how there's this weird thing going on in Fort Worth and I can't figure it out.
You don't have your shirt on, dude. What are you doing?
Why are you changing
Yeah, I
the
do.
subject in the middle of my
'Cause I'm
sentence?
about to put my shirt back on. I'm getting cold.
There, at least one of us are. I'm
No,
I don't understand what's going on with the tone. Like it seems like a lot of Fort Worth bands don't care about their tone right now. Have you noticed
Don't get
that?
it? No,
I don't
this is
get
exactly what I brought up to you the other night.
I mean, like they're still playing in a garage.
It's like they're.
it. Something's going on, and
All bands
they're
to
not.
me sound like garage rock
Is it too?
bands.
Is
They're
it,
not
is it
crafting their
like, I know
sound.
DIY is supposed to be big right now and stuff, but do you have to go all the way to the point where you just don't even mess with your tone?
Like you don't need to be playing through a 8-inch Fender practice amp that has a cracked speaker or something, and then
have a gorilla.
a shitty pedal. We answer that door.
Just call it
for
what
us.
it is, lo-fi. And I fucking hate it.
It is. It's lo-fi. It's shitty, and it's making me crazy.
I've noticed this a long time ago where like so many bands are just kind of like man, and I was just like.
And what's funny is a lot of these bands will do a sound check and they'll sound like all badass and powerful and crazy, and then they don't. They sound like when they finally start playing, they sound like shit, and it's terrible. Yeah, we need that for later. Thank you.
What's wrong is we don't have.
Well, Matt
Those-
just put his shirt on. We are shirtless.
That was my idea.
This is the Bert Krishner show.
Fine, I'm sticking to the.
I'm keeping mine on.
So
I'm
All
getting
right, fine.
I'm getting a lot of
All right,
support in the chat room.
Okay, fine.
I don't understand it either. This is why. And there's
It's
only a
there's
few
no
bands.
good metal bands around.
It doesn't
'Cause
have to
those
be-
bands
not-
have to have a good sound.
No, not necessarily. Like, there's only like a few bands that we know will bring gear. And the thing is, some of these bands I've seen play on good gear and have good tone. So I don't know if it's a movement, like a minimalist.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
I'm
I am
tired.
too. I want to hear
Listen,
some.
okay, here's the closest correlation.
We need Pinkish Black needs to play a show soon, and so there's a bunch of bands that need to play.
See, and this may be
Duel
me
with
being
7 Ls
elitist.
needs to play.
I'm in a band that's full of tone elitists.
Yeah,
And
you don't even have
You're
to
hogging
be a
all the
elite.
tone elitists.
Well, maybe it is.
Are they
We
from
hog all
They're
the
like
tones.
Colleyville
Their
of
tone comes from
tones.
Colleyville.
All our tones come from Colleyville or Grapevine. But yeah, the
thought
closest thing I
Colleyville was
can
made out of
correlate it to. Have you ever heard of the Portsmouth Symphony or Symphonia? Okay, in the 1970s, the Portsmouth School of Art put together this orchestra, the symphony orchestra, that it was just like, you don't have to know how to play an instrument. You don't have to know how music theory or anything. Just come and try out and be in this orchestra.
Yeah,
And here's like, you know the Wilhelm Tell overture,
Mhm.
the better known as the Lone Ranger theme.
Yes.
This is kind of what things are reminding me of when I go to these shows, and
Okay.
I hate being this way. And it's not. I'm not pointing out any band or anything, but it's just the tone,
yeah.
sound. Like we're talking about the tones. You know, you get
I feel like this is the song and the style. This band is playing the theme songs to my sex life, and it sounds like this.
especially on Friday night after you've had a lot to drink.
It's a perfect representation of one of Brian's sessions with a counselor.
I don't.
therapist,
I don't seek professional
a-
help.
a
Fuck
psych, a shrink.
Like I get all excited to go to these shows, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to get blown away. And
is anyone, are you watching it? Is this a video too?
no, it's just a cover of the record. They
Oh,
did.
damn it. Because you
Listen.
know someone had a recorder, like the green ones that you got in school.
Oh, there's documentaries about this and everything.
This is when I'm trying to be romantic with a woman.
Is this what you put on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Get 'em
this is
going.
a whiskey.
Seriously.
But this was like an art project, just
Do
to
you
be
think
like,
it's
let's see what happens
the
when
tone,
a bunch of people
the
get together.
lo-fi, the garageness? I think it's to cover up them cover up their shitty songs
It
and
could
lazy
be that
songwriting.
musicians are just really broke right now, too.
Nah,
They're
no,
conning
this
their
Here's
gear.
what I
this
think it is.
argument is what I've had in my head for like 7 years, just
Watch it,
seeing
buddy.
all these bands.
You need
No.
to tread lightly here.
Here's
Talking
what-
about
you wanna
these
know what-
musicians and stuff.
Y'all started the conversation.
We did, but
what?
I'm trying to be a voice of reason.
You're not making it. You're like, this is not retroactive. This is a new thought in my head. I'm just like, I thought this all the time.
By the way, I think your best comedy sometimes is when it's dogging musicians.
Oh, it's
I
so
think it
good,
is too.
especially at a music venue.
Yeah.
So here's what I think it really is. We've all been in quarantine, and no one's played together in a long
Sure we have.
time.
Yeah. Oh, we mean musician wise.
So they've gotten more
Musician-wise,
comfortable with their practice amps.
They're
Like
more
quarantine, I've been
practiced,
out
and then
working.
they go out to play these big shows. They're like, "Oh shit, we're playing the big show, and shit ain't sounding right." And I don't know if the sound guys too aren't mixing shit right, because that's another thing. Shit in the mix. I can't take Growl's one of the worst places in Fort Worth.
Really?
to see a show.
But their PA is limited.
Thank you for
man.
saying
And it
Fort
sucks.
Worth and not that it's actually in
Grouse PA
Arlington.
I'm sorry, Arlington.
Oh, yeah. You're
I
probably
mean,
right.
that's a small little place, and you got to have that.
It's a
that
comic
PA,
book store.
yeah, and that PA is not the best for live music.
See, and it's stuff like that kind of like I appreciate, like my punk rock upbringing. I appreciate like them, like a place like Growl and you doing it, and it's like, yeah, punk rock. But like the older you get, the more you're like, I wish this would sound better.
I sang
And-
vocals in a band once and used a box, a vacuum box, and PVC piping, and taped a fucking microphone on it to jam.
Wow.
And let's not forget.
And it was
bonus
glorious.
points. Yes,
Let's not forget that you're just a comedy man
I know, right?
That's what I was-
making
that's-
comments about the music scene
That's what I
and
was,
how records are made.
That's what I was hitting on a while ago,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Forget the thousands
lob
and
these
thousands
softballs
of
to you.
dollars I've spent on shows, merch, and bar tabs over the years. That doesn't account for shit.
How about being attacked by someone who, I don't know, isn't really doing anything in the music scene, or I haven't seen him produce or engineer an album in 2 years?
And he obviously doesn't get my humor
Yeah.
at all. I hope he didn't see my Spotify joke, which was hilarious, and I'll recap it for you.
How
It's like,
about-
I love Spotify because I love music but hate musicians. I love that joke. It made me laugh.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
joke.
I have to share this with the world.
What about being a guy that has to dye their hair green so they can remain relevant for the last 30 years and stand out in a crowd so people know who they actually
Not
are?
just relevant for their personality and profession.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I need to have my hair color so that way people know who I am.
So, I guess we
That's
should.
like having a pink goatee.
Wait. I'm thinking about so many. Are you talking about? I'm thinking of so many randos I've seen over the.
Why do you want to do that?
What?
Yeah.
I'd like to thank our new sponsor we have.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
No. I've what coffee place is this? Don't maybe you should put this on because I don't want the people of Colleyville to think they got to come over here to get coffee, good coffee.
Do they have
Well,
full
here this
indie
goes back
restaurants?
to the guns and ammo thing. Black Rifle Coffee Company
Oh,
finally opened their first Texas outpost in not Colleyville, North Richland Hills.
is that place off Roof Snow?
Yes,
Okay, I passed by it the other day. Okay,
they
or
opened.
weeks ago, but yeah.
having a
I'm
hard
crazy.
time getting comfortable in
I'd
here.
like to reach out if they want to sponsor the show. Black Rifle Coffee Company. This is a actually good frappuccino.
Man,
Good
there's no way
frappuccino.
I could drink one of those this late, dude.
JJTM does like rifles.
Mm-hmm. Now you just beat off. Go to bed.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Then you never mind. I'm trying to keep it clean for the
I like
ladies of
that-
Colleyville
I like that
and dudes.
Ben had to keep going on this.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
more.
There's more. This is good drama. This is hilarious.
Great. Let's talk about this some more.
And I like all the
Let's
side
play.
conversations that spawned with all
And
sorts of people.
I like that there were.
What the fuck has this guy done?
To get down into the statistics, there were like 9 people that liked it, 7 haha reacts, which again,
Are you scoreboarding this
It's
guy?
still the first coffee.
yeah, I looked at, but which is kind of
You
like,
looked at the
hey,
scoreboard.
7 ha-has to 9 overall reactions. That's probably something that actually made people laugh.
But see, that goes
And most
against
of
the
them
grain
were
because I say,
musicians.
huh?
Most of the people that ha-ha reacted were musicians.
So you've got
'Cause
you've
they
got the
understood.
numbers
I'm
on
gonna-
the scoreboard broken down into socioeconomic statuses and stuff too.
yes,
I would like to go out and say
You're
the
a work
first
of
comment.
genius.
because there was only
man.
9 people that liked it. It wasn't that popular.
Oh,
I'm
You
not,
didn't-
I'm not
you didn't
saying
have
I'm
to hire
shadow
in a
banned on
team.
Facebook, but
you didn't have to
sometimes I post
hire in a
something
team
really
of analytics to come in and take a look at your
No,
numbers.
I was just at work and I looked at it. I was just like, Dustin Ranger. Oh yeah, I got.
Did I, you know what? I don't know if I liked it, but I'm going to right now, dude.
Thank you.
You like it and ha hot, or just ha hot.
You know what?
What I like-
I'll do a,
like
I'll do a
3 or
like and a
5
ha-ha.
About the whole thing
And a love.
And if you need to figure out what we're talking
A
about,
hug.
go to Brian Breckenridge's Facebook
see
page and
this.
see his joke about EPs versus full length albums. What cracked me up was Joe Tacky was the first one in there
And it might have
and
been
took
Let's see.
a
here.
a stab at his own band recording 2 EPs.
Brian
that could have been one long
Breckenridge.
Before
album
that, it was
at the same
Ranger
time.
Ranger Parrish talking about just recording shit in a garage,
yeah.
which I'm just like, hey,
You know what
it
would
looks
be
like
hilarious if a
these
bunch of
are
high-profile
musicians
singers-
that are
Nope, that's
kind of
not
like
it.
obviously it's a fucking. I like.
Every
I'm
piece-
sorry,
okay, here we go, here we
I
go.
don't do a traditional joke setup
I'm gonna
punchline
do-
because the things I post
It
kind of
is
come
social
out of my
media.
demeanor
Yeah.
of like if I said this on stage,
This is gonna be confusing.
then it would have been
And then
funny. I just
I'm gonna do a ha ha
so-
ha ha ha.
thank you.
Do you want just a ha 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 ha, or do you want like more? And do you want exclamation
3
points?
ha's altogether. That's my
Exclamation or not?
go-to. Dealer's choice.
I've heard that.
Well, you have competing engineers / producers fighting, and you're in one comment.
This is
in
why
a
I do
thread,
comedy.
and it's kind of awesome. They are dueling for your attention. One got the joke, one clearly didn't. one's butt hurt. Must be about to release an EP or something within the next week or two.
I guess.
I don't
It's just
know.
like, Jesus, as someone that's bought plenty of
Maybe
EPs
he's recording
and
that.
But like I said,
LPs.
if you have to keep coloring your hair to
What'd you
remain
call that
relevant
symphony?
for
That
30
symphony?
years,
I don't
What'd you
even
call
know
that
what-
symphony?
I don't even know what LP means.
Portsmouth
I know
Maybe he's
EP's
recording
extended play.
Portsmouth.
Symphony.
What's LP? What's that stand for?
Long play.
Yeah, long play.
Just long play? Really? That's
Mhm.
okay.
Extended play was an extended off a single. It makes
Oh.
no fucking sense.
Oh, see, imagine all the shit I would post about music if I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Just like when I tell
I'm going
you,
on. I'm a
on.
layman.
you know, this is the
comedian,
thing
yeah.
that kills me at the Grammys.
Mhm.
Record of the year. What does that mean to you?
Oh,
What does record of the year mean? What would a record
I
of the
would
year
say
be?
it would be a full-length album.
No, record of the year is
Wow.
the song. Album of the year is the album.
There's two different awards.
Yes.
Record and album.
Yes,
And live.
Those are the exact.
and
I'm
live
sorry.
performance.
Unless you're talking to
Yes,
some
it's
fucking nerd
fucking
that needs to be
confusing.
punched, record and album are the exact
Yeah.
same goddamn thing. Let's record an
Yeah.
album. Let's record a record.
You shut up, Matt Thomas.
Although saying record a record is a little redundant.
You don't come
but
in here and
There
call me a
used to
poser.
be there used to be metal record of the year and metal
Oh,
performance
he's ripping
of the
my
year.
stuff.
Now
Matt
it's just
Thomas.
metal performance of the year.
I'll
There
dox
used to
you
be a
right
bunch
now
of
on our
all
show.
stuff.
I'll give
Meanwhile,
everyone in Colleyville your
metal
address.
albums are, if they were recognized, if there was somehow the Grammys were fair, which is a convoluted idea. God, I think there's so many fucking good metal albums out there. I think some of them they could. Dillinger would never get like a album of the year, even though it's like, well, hey, did you actually listen to that shit?
I think they were
They actually
nominated.
did.
Weren't
Did they actually?
I think they were nominated.
Or did they,
Did they
Option
win?
paralysis.
Yeah, it was nominated.
nominated?
I
Because
don't
I can't
know
see
if it
them.
won.
Nominated.
Gojira did. I think Gojira won that year.
No,
Yeah.
like
for
no,
Magma.
No, I'm talking about album of the year, like all genres.
Oh, all
Not
genres.
just in metal.
Not metal
where,
or rock.
No,
album
no,
of the
they
year.
don't make
where
it out
they
because it's
get-
all hip hop now.
where they get like a third
Soul.
of the nominations
Country.
correct. Where it's just like some bands are just kind of like that wasn't like what the fuck's oh fuck I was trying to think of.
I mean, Jethro Tull beat out Metallica in Black Album.
And they're
days,
still
so.
doing that kind of shit. It's who was I trying to think of? Why the fuck is Wolf Mother in here? It's like oh god.
Man,
You hate Australians?
yeah, that's weird.
That's weird. Good day, mate.
Good eye.
Hey,
So,
they can leave. They
Fort
can
Worth
try
bands,
to find a way to leave their country.
Let's work on our tone. Let's make it sound good, man, and let's get a metal show or just a good rock show
Just need
going.
Duel to play. They'll bring back.
I swear,
A
one of
big
the
rock. We don't have to wear masks in public anymore or outside.
One of
as
the
of today.
sweetest show I saw.
Hey, I tell you
there was
what,
a
there's
great
about
show
to be
at
a band
Mass.
that's going to bring it.
A metal show that was at Mass. It was so you had like a. So you had like it was like a 3 or 2, but they were missing a member. But you had like a weird, noisy metalcore band. Wild Speaker was there, so you had your sludgy, crusty metal band. Was it kind of like I Destroyer? So you had a really
I hate God.
you had a really technical death metal band in there,
Intronaut.
and then I wish fucking
Yingwei
Intronaut would be great.
Malmsteen.
And then
Why did I say it like that?
Guitar shows this weekend.
and then you had a band.
I got my kids.
I wish I could remember any of these names besides Wild Speaker. They had a band like my old boss Dustin was drummer. They're kind of like
You guys going?
more formulaic convergy type band, but it's like
Marlon?
you had a metal quote unquote lineup of 5 bands, but they were all very diverse, and it was just it was so great.
Did you see
So-
that Mavericks Lakers game the other day?
Which
No.
one?
Not too worried about that.
They also lost against the Kings.
I
so
will
what the
say
fuck.
this. I will say this that in the metal scene, a lot of people shit on the Fort Worth metal scene, but I do know that they've been bringing it lately, and that like my neighbor just did a show a couple of weeks ago over at the Haltom City Theater,
Hmm.
and he said they brought it like it was 6 bands that night.
Oh.
They had a blast, and the crowd was into it, and it wasn't packed, but
Yeah.
it was comfortably. The room was pretty full,
Hmm.
but it wasn't like packed out of control.
That's why I want to get the SF Alliance going quick
It's
because I
gonna
want to
happen.
be part of it.
We're going to
Because there's going to be
we need to write
when
Stink
everybody's
Flamingo in sticks,
yeah.
stick writing, and we'll get to hang out with. We'll get to do shows with those guys. What's a Stink Flamingo?
What's the SF Alliance?
Stink Flamingo,
Oh, Stink Flamingo.
in San Francisco.
No,
Did you watch Mortal Kombat?
no, I've not. I still haven't seen Godzilla and Kong.
Oh man.
Both of them?
Got to watch both those. They're
You
both
knew
free.
that. You knew that was going to
Godzilla
happen.
Kong's bad. I liked Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was
Mortal
shot
Kombat was,
beautifully. Now the story got a little cheesy and through it, but
Yeah.
Hey, I do like how in Mortal Kombat they gave it like a line, just like this is your Arcana or something. This is something's gonna happen where you're gonna get a magical ability, and it was just kind of like there you go. You explained it. You didn't need to give it any more explanation.
you
than that.
unlock your magic ability.
Exactly, and it was just kind of like okay, and I'm like that's awesome, and it wasn't that even though I'll let it pass. That's fine. It was corny. It needed to happen. It wasn't as bad as one of the worst fucking lines in all of movie history. It was Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where I saw that shit.
Get in here.
No, it was
Get in here.
Tomahawk.
Was that Katana?
Get over here.
Get in
He was
here.
the Native American guy talking to Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where he goes, "You must find your animality." I was like,
The lips-
"Oh, you fucking said it!
Lips
like
of blades.
you
Get
said,
in here.
you said animality."
Chunk, chunk, chunk,
And
chunk,
it was
chunk,
just,
chunk.
it was cringy.
Let's get over here.
Didn't know the word. It wasn't a term at the time, but it was so fucking cringy. But Mortal Kombat I love the beginning. It was just kind of like
The
this is-
beginning was beautiful.
It was-
man.
yeah,
it was
exactly.
so great.
yeah. And then I was just like, all right, cool. And I kind of like
Yeah.
how Kano was a good guy for a second. And it was.
Yeah.
Also, if they had fucked up Kano, because it's like, I would have been really mad. It would be too easy to get a good Kano because it's like we need an
asshole
Australian
that's out of control.
asshole guy who's cussing and funny, because that's kind of what you had in the first one.
Yeah,
Minus the
kids should
fucks.
be watching this.
Oh, not at all.
No.
It's one of those.
But
huh?
it was.
Yeah, don't show it to your kids.
But it was good. Now
Yeah, I thought
Godzilla
it-
versus Kong, I liked just because of what it was. But
Yep.
what that fucking needed,
Middle Earth bullshit was stupid.
yeah, it was dumb. But I'll call it dumb but fun for me. But what that shit needed was what that needed in the first like 20, 30 minutes
Was needed to be made a little better.
by showing Godzilla and or other Titans fighting the fuck out of each other because they just glossed. They did not have even they didn't explain what happened to all the other fucking Titans. They're just like, are they just hanging
Well,
out somewhere?
Why
moved to
they
Tennessee.
never explained why Godzilla and King Kong are so pissed off at each other?
Seems
No,
like they
I
would
think
be
they
bros,
did.
right?
No, they only did because it's like it's
No,
like
no,
they're both
big
alphas,
things.
and that was it.
It's like it's your only bro you could really have. Yeah.
And then they team up to take out Mecha Godzilla, which you knew was going to happen.
I mean, that was a cool fight, but
I don't know.
it was still
Dumb.
I needed to see what the fuck happened to all those other Titans because you ended the last movie with Godzilla. It's like I'm king shit of fuck mountain, and they're kind of like, yeah, we agree. And then I needed to see like
Fuck Mountain's awesome.
I needed to see what happened to those other Titans, or at least show them being monitored or some shit like that. And then they're kind of like Godzilla and Kong are gonna fight each other. I was just like, then let them. Who gives a shit? If it's gonna happen eventually, unless you kill one of them or both of them. So I'm like, and Kong's fucking throwing, trees through the thing. I'm like, he's obviously going to break out at some point, most likely, and he's not gonna swim. He's just gonna sit there and soak on Skull Island because I know too much about this movie already. But but it was just like Godzilla's gonna find. I don't know how he didn't find Kong already.
See, Kong was just depressed, man.
Why didn't
He's
Kong
just ate up
Why didn't
over,
Godzilla show
you know,
up
a
into
blonde.
Kong's Truman Show environment and then bust into that and they start fighting there? Like, did they have like some kind of
Like, do
scent
we-
protector?
Well, see, here's
They
the
have
thing
him
too.
hidden.
We don't know anything about Godzilla's family life, right?
We don't know why he's so pissed off.
See,
Does he
but
have kids back
Kong-
home? Is he trying to put
King
the food on
Kong,
the
though,
table?
King Kong, though, he has a right to be kind of pissed. Like
Yeah.
he had he's gone through a lot.
It was
so-
many levels of dumb. Also,
What?
the guy that worked at the
I don't know if that's a
Many
woke-
levels of dumb.
The guy that had the
word to use
podcast.
anymore.
So in Godzilla vs Kong, there's a guy that has a podcast who works for this evil company that's trying
Yeah.
that built Mecha Godzilla. And Godzilla
Godzilla
somehow Godzilla's showing up and destroying
There's a
their shit
Godzilla
for some
podcast.
reason. This guy, he's an insider. So no, here's the thing: it's like a secret insider podcast. This guy says he works for the company, but also I'm like, so if this company has the resources
no one's
to build,
ever gone to look for him and shut him down.
exactly, they're kind of like, hey, let's just here's a program. Let's do some voice recognition because he doesn't
I
even
got nipples, Greg.
disguise.
Can you milk
He
me?
doesn't even disguise his voice. He's just talking about. He's like, "This is why Godzilla's attacking."
Stupid.
And then, so you think someone in the company would be like, "Hey, this guy's spilling some secrets. Oh, let's find out." You
Let's
think
let
someone would
Matt
be like,
watch it and
"Hey,
see what
that
he
sounds
thinks.
like Terry in engineering." They're like, "Oh, fuck, let's do that." Oh shit, it is him. It's like they would have figured him out in
Ryan's
episode
beat
2.
me to a pulp just talking about it, so I doubt I'm gonna go check it out now. At this point, he talked me out of it.
I hate thinking about movies because it ruins them for me. I wish I could just watch movies and then just
Not
move on
think
with
of-
my life.
See, that's the way I am too. It's like something like I cannot watch Matthew McConaughey anymore because he whistle talks.
It was Rise
Once
of Skywalker that broke me.
If Gary would have never told me, he's one of the greatest
You
whistle
know,
talkers
Schwartz
ever.
dog.
Sure enough, like the next day there was a Packers game and I was
can't
watching
wait
it with
to get
him and
on
every
my
Oldsmobile
commercial.
commercial that
Wait.
came on talking like they
Wait, who?
Matthew
Matthew
McConaughey's a
McConaughey's.
whistle talker.
I'm going to
A
be the
whistle
governor
talker.
of Texas.
I'm gonna be the next governor.
Drive a
of Texas.
Lincoln, and I can't. do
But
it.
you can't unhear it.
No.
Once you hear it
Can't
once, I can't. Anytime that
No.
there's even a movie
And the
on
bad
with him in
thing
it, I'm
is,
like,
is when
dude,
you're in
well, he's
Vegas
whistle talking.
and it starts and it doesn't stop for 3 hours.
3
Everybody
years.
just walks around going, "So I'm ready to go play some in the casino." And you're like, "Shut the fuck up!"
No,
I
I'm gonna
don't
have to
think it
listen to
stopped
You
the whole
guys
trip.
want to go get some drinks? Maybe some seafood at the buffet.
Were you with us when Gary started doing that thing where he shuffles his feet and he was doing a whistle? He's like a real. It was almost like a foghorn, and he'd go. And then everybody would look at him. You weren't there.
I don't think I,
I think it was in the
Was that when my
the
pants
Greek
were
one.
down? And the Greek one,
the Greek one, the Roman Empire one. What's that one
the
called?
Caesars.
Caesars, yeah.
Jesus. What's the
the Roman hotel.
What's the one that's like a circus?
Yeah, man. It's like that that pizza place. That pizza place where you could get the $5 pizzas.
Delivered right to the table.
Yeah.
You
One
throw-
topping,
you throw- and
$5.
You throw out some greasy
$1.
dice.
Does Little Caesars still do that? They
Yeah.
still do the $5 pizza, right?
Yeah, it's right on the street. It's
Yeah, the
good.
hot and ready.
Yeah, they used to be
right there.
the jam.
Especially when you
Those are terrible.
had a lot to drink or eat.
Hot and ready's are just awful.
All right, serious stuff. I got a question to ask y'all. Any of y'all do subscription boxes?
No.
I'm not even sure what that is, man. Is that like when you go get a like a Visa gift card and you go get a OnlyFans with it so you can't be tracked and no one can see
No.
your old lady can't see that you've been going to this one girl down in Austin. It's named, I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever,
pick,
one of
pick
the-
a- call yourself out
pick
here.
a random name.
Hey, I don't
Come
have I don't. Hey. Anyways, is that what it is?
I'm just giving
No,
hot
no, no,
advice
no.
tips.
It's where
Men,
monthly a box gets sent
get
to
you
your
some
house
gift cards,
that's
man.
full of stuff. And they got a bunch of men ones. Like they have a bunch that are like beef jerky,
Oh,
different beef jerky,
yeah. I would.
different beers.
I would do the shave
So that's
one.
just
They were
blank
so-
of the month club.
Some of the like that
Rebranded.
some of that shave stuff though, they have some good
I like it. Dollar Shave
pre-scrub.
Club.
Yeah, that one. And then
The
there's
blades on that are great. So and you can just use them and toss them.
see, I didn't like the blades, but I like the all the accessories and stuff. Like not what do you call it? The
I use Harry's
bathroom
now.
condiments,
I use Harry's now, not Dollar Shave. I think
because that's like
their
that's
blades are
Costco
great.
version of, or the Walgreens version of Dollar Shave Club, isn't it?
I
kind
don't
of.
know something. One of them is really cheap. One of them gives you good stuff, and
Yeah.
the one I got has good blades. They're like 5-blade
Yeah.
razors.
What about the food ones? Are you in with those?
No, what I got.
Because I think I'll,
The only one I have, well, I had two. I had one that was a Star Wars one for a while, but then they canceled that one.
what was that one?
You got all sorts of crazy patches and Funko. Each had a little Funko, exclusive Funko figure that came that month,
You could.
and then some other like Star Wars memorabilia junk and stuff in there.
George
How much-
Lucas's
how much was it?
toe.
How much was it a month?
Like $20.
Oh,
But
man, you must have encyclopedias. $20 a month for a subscription.
I live close to Colleyville. No, but the one I have now that is, I think it's $29. It's nomadic,
Nomadic.
and it's
That-
pretty.
that's the,
badass. It's the one that's all outdoor gear and survival
Yeah,
gear.
yeah. I think I've heard Joe Rogan or someone. I've heard someone advertise it.
So I've got that one, and they send you like so far. I've gotten waterproof bags for like when you're on
Yeah.
a rafting trip.
How much is that?
Fireproof matches, like $29.
Man,
But they give you
$30
knives,
a month for a
survival straws, knives. This month they sent me a duffel bag with one of those little duffel bags that all folds up into a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
And when you need it, you can open it up and it's real big. And then they gave me reusable metal straws, some food, I think, some lip balm, survival lip balm stuff.
Some butt paste.
But they give you all sorts of like medical stuff and stuff to fix shit when you're out in the wilderness by yourself and stuff to kill a bear with.
TJ MacGyver? Or wait,
What?
MacGyver.
MacGyver Jr.
MacGyver.
MacGyver
TJ
Jr.
Miller
Junior
MacGyver.
What a great
TJ
character.
Miller MacGyver.
What a great character.
Instead of making
Genius.
shit, he just talks shit about it.
Yeah. Hey, he's got a show coming up, doesn't he, pretty soon up here? Or did it already happen?
It already happened.
Oops.
He'll be
Yeah.
back.
Oopsie.
He'll be back.
Did you play that one? Did you
No,
get that gig?
I'm not on that rung of Hyena's roster. I'd love to work with Hyena.
What do you mean? I'd say
I feature, but I'm not brought in for like the TJ Miller level events.
TJ Miller's under Tim Dillon now.
No, TJ Miller sells out some fucking shows, man.
He
So
does?
does Tim Dillon.
Well, yeah, now, but a
I
couple
thought
years
T-
ago,
I thought
TJ Miller
I thought
did.
he took a hit
what-
Well,
after
yeah, he
his,
did, but he also
his special,
He
HBO
took a
special.
heavy hit.
Yeah, but I'm just.
I mean, I saw him at an empty room in New York.
Didn't he do some unwoke stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Gotham City, I saw
Apparently,
him
it wasn't
empty
enough
room.
to.
There were like 12 of us in there that watched his set.
Oh no, that's New York. That's where they live. They can.
It was also like
Is that where
They're not-
TJ Miller's
They're
from?
not,
He's from
when
New
they
York?
live somewhere like New York or LA, they're not trying to draw where they're playing. If they're just
No, this
fucking
was
around.
you could totally tell this was a working on material
yeah.
set, and he harped on
So
Jeremy
did
the
you-
whole time
so
because
did
he
you
had
go
a
out
Houston
there at
Astros
least?
hat.
No, I haven't seen them.
Why didn't you go? You probably could
'Cause
have met some people that could have helped you out with yours.
I can barely do shit now because my girlfriend has both of her vaccine shots, but the world's still scary.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I keep.
So-
Is she allowed to go
your
outside
text
now with today's news? Has she gone outside?
Oh,
about the no mask?
She doesn't have to wear a mask outside
she,
now.
She doesn't matter. She'll find the thing that makes everyone worried and share it on Facebook, and it's just kind of like, all right, well,
Man,
Eventually,
the thing
though,
that sucks is I
what-
never wore a mask outside. I really didn't.
I didn't
I
either.
never
no
wore a mask
reasonable,
outside,
no
so-
reasonable person ever
It's
did.
funny.
No, my girlfriend
All
does.
these
It's not
people
like
are
she
butt
drives
hurt.
and wears one, or goes out.
I like the people that work out. They jog and ride a
God.
bicycle with a mask on, and I'm like, you're the
The people
dumbest
riding a
fucking
bicycle on the
idiot.
road
They probably get
wearing a
great lungs,
mask.
though.
I literally am just kind of like, I could do a lot of benefit for people if I just nudge them and
They did a
move
bunch
on.
of tests on that. And said
I
it
think
was
that's murder,
it was
Brian.
bad.
Yeah,
I don't think that's legal in the U.S.
Well, if they're not a net benefit for society, you got to get a little
a nudgy?
Faustian
know,
going
man.
here.
Yeah, I don't know. This
No, I know murder's not legal in
No.
the United States.
murder is not legal. Did you see the mask guideline chart?
The mask guideline chart. Oh yeah, I
The
did.
CDC put out
Yeah.
a nice little infographic.
Oh,
that's-
I didn't.
thank
I
that's
didn't take
cute.
a hard look at it, but
Would you like to know there's unvaccinated people on one side
Oh, okay.
and there's fully vaccinated people on the other?
What about the partials like me?
What about the survivors like me?
Oh, see, you don't count.
I'm a
You're-
survivor.
You're old news, Dustin. Old news.
oh man,
Doesn't matter if you've had it or not. You do
I'm just
not
gonna leave
matter.
that alone. There's so many places I could take the survivor thing. Let's just leave that alone and
At
move on
first
to the
I
next.
was afraid.
Dude, I live next
I was
next to UTA,
petrified.
and I will go on walks, and there are motherfuckers who are college students paying thousands of dollars to hopefully learn something useful like engineering.
At United
I'll walk
Nations
on
University.
that campus.
Okay,
I'll walk through because I'm
the
just
listeners
I'm cutting
of
through
from
to
UTA.
Well,
And there's
it's true. They'll even say that. That's people from
motherfuckers
all over the world come
walking
to
around wearing a
campus. It's
mask.
awesome.
I'm like, you're outside, and
No, he's ripping them.
I keep
Oh.
like 12 feet.
that. I
If
thought
I'm-
you said what I said.
No, what you
if
said.
someone's
fine.
walking by, I don't. I'll give them. I'll give a wide berth. But I'm just like, you're outside. I don't. You're outside. Okay, if you're inside,
Yeah,
not
I don't give
talking
it
to-
enough thought. I'm like,
not
what
talk.
look at that guy.
Inside, I don't give a shit. Or outside, you're in a college campus surrounded by plenty of fucking space in these buildings, plenty of space in between people, and you're still wearing a fucking mask.
Yeah, but
UNT's
did you
worse.
ever have a person as you're walking down the street and they're walking towards you? You don't have a mask on, but they do, and they cross the street.
no, I haven't had that. That sounds awesome.
So
Had that happen a couple times.
it.
Now I know
don't
what it
think-
feels like.
I don't think that specifically happened.
You want to explain that?
If it has
No.
happened, if it has happened, they may have had a dog or something. So I don't know.
What are you gonna get the dog sick?
Maybe
No,
just
well,
to
remember
keep
there
them
was
away
that
from.
they were saying for a while that they thought the best. I think didn't even Fauci say maybe we should mask our pets too.
All right, so if you're
I
unvaccinated,
think he did, didn't he?
these are all the things. Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
some kind
I
of
don't.
thing
mask
about
your
No.
dog.
I don't think so because I don't think that really became a market.
Yeah, it's mask your dog. He wanted to mask dogs.
Yeah, so he could get more money from
Yeah, and he also said
money.
they should put a mask on their butts. Unvaccinated people,
What about your front butt?
if you're outdoors, you don't have to wear a mask if you walk, run, or bike, or you're with members of your household. You also don't have to wear one if you attend a small outdoor gathering with fully vaccinated family and friends.
This is do or don't.
You can.
Okay.
Everybody can be maskless.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you're unvaccinated, you should wear a mask if you attend a small outdoor gathering with fully vaccinated and unvaccinated people. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask.
Oh, okay.
If you dine at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households, if you're vaccinated, no mask. Unvaccinated, you should wear a mask, and it's less safe for you. You could die.
Which one? Which one's
No
less
one's
safe?
ever told me I could.
If you dine outdoor with restaurants and friends,
And no mask?
and no mask. Now, the one that is the least safe of all outside
Sex.
is if you attend a crowded outdoor event like a live performance, parade, or sports event, and you're unvaccinated, you will die. It's red.
They will.
But if you're fully vaccinated,
By the red, they mean the sniper.
Just throw a
laser
mask
that
on.
That will shoot you.
now indoor, these are all yellow for if you're unvaccinated. But if you're fully vaccinated, just wear a mask. If you go visit a barber or hair salon, go to an uncrowded indoor shopping center or museum, you ride public transport with limited occupancy, or you attend a small indoor gathering of fully vaccinated and unvaccinated people from multiple households. But if you're unvaccinated, this will kill you. It's red. You will
Oh.
die if you go to an indoor movie theater,
Okay, dead.
if you attend a full capacity worship service,
No more church, huh?
No God
Yeah.
saving you.
you
Sorry.
sing in an indoor chorus, you eat at an indoor restaurant or bar, or you participate in an indoor
Dead bef-
high-intensity exercise class. Those
Dead
will all
before
kill
dessert.
you if you are unvaccinated. If you're fully vaccinated, just throw a mask on, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So there's no point in getting a vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I
okay.
so want to tell some people
June.
when they're kind of like
late June.
when they're like you
that's
just-
our timeline, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, pack it up.
It's
The
all
pandemic's
done.
I
over.
still want to tell some people that still like just don't want to go do shit. I go, and they both have both their shots. And so I was like, so they don't work.
Well, here's the
Like,
thing.
so you think the vaccine doesn't work? And just kind of like
I'm
'cause
gonna have
with
to
the
start
whole-
doing shit with people again that I don't want to do shit with. Like there for a year, no one wanted to do anything because they weren't vaccinated. But now all these people
Yeah.
are getting vaccinated and they want to hang out again. And I'm like, I don't want to hang out with you fucks. It's been fun for a year without being around you people.
yeah.
I've
Man,
been
I said
around the
that the
people
other
I
day,
want to be
'Cause
around,
they're-
and that's
Because
it.
they're a
I
net
think I
drag
posted somewhere about that.
on your
No,
soul.
man, it's
Now these
weird
these
because-
third tier friends that want to suddenly want to do shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no. And I keep saying, well, I'm unvaccinated. I haven't had anything. And
Okay.
I don't
dude-
tell them I'm a survivor.
Dude, I think I made a post exactly like that a few weeks ago about how, man, honestly, if you dropped out this long, stay the fuck out.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
If you stayed, there's a few people that we've
Yeah,
talked about
I'll get
that
over
have
it.
stayed in their house
We'll-
the entire time.
Yeah, we'll get over you not coming out. Okay, trust me,
Yeah,
we're gonna be all right.
Seriously, so
Stay
unhealthy.
We're
in
gonna
your
be all
goddamn
right.
house.
I don't.
Yeah.
And obviously, these people have to at least know the Johns Hopkins numbers. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you spread that out over
Yeah.
330 million people. I'm like,
What if I do this?
How do these people drive? How do they look at statistics?
They can't. They don't look at statistics because otherwise,
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't drive.
Yeah,
Here's
they
the
wouldn't
deal.
do anything.
Here's what I'm going to start telling people. I'm going to be like, if you were truly my friend, you would have hung out with me during the pandemic.
Oh,
You would have come
yeah.
by and see me. If you haven't hung out with me in
True
the last
friends-
3 months,
True friends
fuck off.
face a pandemic
I don't want to see
together.
you again. Yeah. You would have cared. You would have asked how I was doing. You would have come by and checked on me and my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dropped off some care packages.
Dropped,
some
you
beef
know,
jerky and razors.
I'm the one that was always sending messages to you and
Mm.
checking on your family, but you never came over and checked on my family because you were too fucking scared to leave the house. I'm the one driving around town making sure your people were okay. Fuck you.
Yeah, you could
Or
tell.
how about the people that got all pissy and went all over the place about how Dustin and Matt went out, and then fucking like 2 weeks later goes out with their friends?
Yeah.
How about that shit?
That shit cracked me up.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys are running around just spreading that shit everywhere and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, your social media on all your accounts on
Yeah.
all
There you are.
networks. There you are, just drinking and hamming it up, no mask, and just look at me.
Exactly.
I'm fucking licking the toilet
At
in the
least
back
the
of
people
Lola's.
that to this day are still inside, don't do anything, and have both their shots. At least I can respect the consistency.
They need the trough back.
So I'm
That'd
just
be
like,
way more
all right.
gnarlier.
But
Lick
the
a
ones,
trough.
I swear, I gave I gave Jack Russell some shit because I was
The dog?
invited him to a comedy show back in like
The guitarist?
October or something, and he was like, I'm still not doing much. And I think it was either right then or like a week later. I'm just like, saw a picture of you on having drinks at a bar. His reply, I was on a patio. I was like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because Lola's trailer park is safe. Because you're outside and
But it was
You
just
know.
somewhat. I'm just like, and I know it was a futile gesture to invite people to fucking crowded comedy show
Yeah.
in a basement.
dropping
And then-
caramel on my chest. He wants to come and lick it off.
You know you want to, Brian. I thought the last time you came on was the last time you were coming on. Now you're here again.
When did I?
You're just using us for this podcast thing, aren't
When
you?
did I say it was going to be the last?
Didn't he
time?
say last time? Remember we gave him a goodbye and everything, and we killed him.
I don't think I agreed
Didn't we?
to that. You
Remember
killed me
that.
off like a character on a sitcom. Like,
I think we did, didn't we?
Oh, was I just here for the 2020 season?
But then Matt woke up and you were in the shower.
oh,
With
okay.
No one. How many people
Did
would
I
get
look
that
like?
reference?
Did I look like?
Yeah.
Did I look like Patrick Duffy? I hope so.
Speaking of old shit that people may not get a reference, Ron Chapman died yesterday.
Yeah, that's
Wait a
That's
second.
fucking crazy.
But name the radio station.
KVIL.
KVIL.
Oh,
They had the
that's
dream-
why.
Remember that
that's
dream
why-
contest?
Because
Yeah.
my
What's
it
mom, that
called?
was
The
my
catch-
mom's station.
My mom
Dude,
won
That's
that
why
one
that
year.
name resonated with me.
That's what
Okay.
my stepdad and I would listen to when we were
My mom and I,
rebuilding
yep.
Volkswagens out in the garage.
Mm.
Like it was always on KVIL, the oldies station. That's
Yep.
where I fell
That's
in
what-
love with
wait,
Motown music. I
I'm
was just
37. That would make my parents
KVIL?
boomers.
They didn't play that much.
Like, no, KLUV. When he went over to
K-Lo-
KLU.
K-Lo-
Either
Oh, yeah,
way,
they played
K
a lot
Love
on that.
KVIL. That's
Because
what
he did KVIL, then he did
That's
K-Love.
what boomers fuck to. It was just
K-Love the oldies.
like ew. This
You never closed your eyes.
I will say the only song that ever rocked
Anymore.
on KVIL was Danger Zone. Because they occasionally play that, and as a kid, I would hear that fucking guitar, and I was just like,
KVIL would
they'd
rip through some
accidentally,
Kenny
they'd
Loggins.
accidentally let some rock and roll
Yeah.
slip because it was not Kenny. You say Kenny Rogers?
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's Kenny Rogers.
No.
Okay.
Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Because Kenny Loggins can occasionally fucking rock.
Yeah.
And
What?
you know,
Hey, you know where I'm at? I'm in the danger zone.
oh, meow. Yeah. I did see when I was the door guy at
'Cause
Chuck and
everybody's
Monk.
got to get footloose.
Did y'all ever go
Did they
see
play
any shows
Footloose
there?
on it?
Did y'all see,
Yeah.
did y'all see
Yeah.
any shows
That was-
there? Chug and Monk.
What?
Hmm?
It was in it was in
Up in
Arlington.
Denton?
No, it was in Arlington.
I've
there's
been
a-
to the Chug and Monk, yeah.
Did you ever see any shows there?
Maybe once or twice.
Okay. Chances are I may have collected money from you or something because I was a door guy there for a little bit. There's one band.
What does that have to do with
fucking-
Ron Chapman?
What does this have to
I
do
saw
with
this
Ron
one
Chapman?
metal band do a sweet cover of Danger Zone there.
Oh.
But they took like 30 seconds to tell us how they were going to play a cover of Danger Zone. I'm just like, dude, when you're covering fucking Danger Zone,
just do it.
Rip into it,
Dun,
bitch.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
exactly. Everybody
Dun,
knows
dun,
the
dun.
people
Dude.
that don't give a shit about you at the bar who bitched at me because I was new at taking money. They're like, I'm
Yeah,
a
man.
regular here. And then Sean Papa would be like, yeah, don't charge them any money. I go, can you give me a list of people I shouldn't
Man.
bug about paying cover?
It
Those
wasn't
people
just
would get
that on
up
that
and just be
soundtrack,
like,
too.
fucking Danger Zone. And then you just play, if you're playing a cover song, just play the fucking
Dude,
cover
it's
song.
the same thing from Eye of the Tiger. Man,
yeah,
you hear Eye of the Tiger, you're ready to work out. You're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Final
it's
Countdown
on.
or some.
You'll just bust with some
Yeah.
push-ups like in the middle of a podcast.
That's the pit.
Like, it's time. It's
Not a
time to
pit,
get ready.
it's just a workout.
Yeah,
Dude, what
routine.
we
It's like,
do you remember the last spectacle show, I think? Or the last
did
couple
we-
of spectacle shows,
you
what we
cover-
opened with?
Highway to the Danger Zone. Yeah.
We opened with this and had this play while we got on stage.
Damn it, this sounds so
great.
familiar.
Oh, come on.
Dude.
Hold on, give me a second.
Dude.
Dude.
Can't remember all the songs. Hold on.
Brian, you're fucking
No,
with us.
come on
my
now.
brain's trying to play
I
the
don't know
intro.
my
who Tom
God.
Cruise is.
My
I don't
brain's
know who Tom
my
Cruise
brain's
is.
trying to match a visual.
Bullshit. You can be my wingman. That's
You know
the
what?
second week in a row I've said that.
You know what? It sounds like you're trying to be woke.
I only know
Shoot.
one song
Thought
from
I turned
Top
the song
Gun.
off.
But yeah.
I want to know the other Kenny Loggins song where they're playing volleyball. That's because Ian was in a
Playing
sketch.
With the
What-
boys.
yeah.
With the boys.
Our buddy Ian was in a sketch with our buddy.
All right.
with-
You're making me do it. Let's go through it. The essential Kenny Loggins.
yeah,
You ready?
I probably know 5 of them.
Man, okay. This.
Holy
Sorry
fuck,
to
there's a ton.
the Ron Chapman family. About this.
Oh yeah, rest in peace,
Well,
Ron
but
Chapman. Thanks
Ron
for boring the
Chapman-
fuck out of me as a kid.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Jesus.
Do you want the
Yeah.
truth?
I mean, sometimes.
All right. So what do we do? Let's try. Man, there's a lot of stuff. You got this one?
Oh,
Yeah. Got to keep that right. Yeah, that one's great.
maybe the name of the accompanying movie, Caddyshack. If there is one, there's usually one.
I'm free. You got to keep this one.
I'm gonna go pee.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go pee. You guys finish this up real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, you don't want to be a part of this? Are you done? Man, he's got way too much shit in here. There's like
Right?
30. There's 55 songs in here, and he did Return to Pooh Corner. A
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh song.
Is that the back in the day of Christopher Robin? Yeah.
I've never heard this.
My mom listened to a fuck ton of KVIL, and this was played on there.
I don't know about all that.
Oh yeah, he did some super.
Did he do a cover of The Real Thing?
I would.
That's what it says.
Wait, who's the original?
No, this ain't it.
Okay, not the.
Faith No More.
Oh, of course he didn't
But
cover
it's
Fake No More or vice versa. Whoa,
Huh?
No more being played by Kenny Loggins.
no,
That's what it says.
no, Matt wishes. No,
Go
don't.
pee. All the My Little Ponies,
Oh God,
or all the Pretty Little Ponies.
they really stretched out the definition of essential for this list.
This is bad. He wasn't that great. I take it back.
He had some bangers, but he's
he's
a guy. His shit was so corny. It was so corny. It became cool. Like 30 years later, like Archer, the episode of Archer where
Yeah.
Kayla, was
Yeah.
just, and
Kayla.
Archer was great,
You
and
know
then there
where
was
I am?
one season that just could not hold my attention, and me and my girlfriend just gave up on it. Gave up on the show.
Which
in
season was
general.
it?
It might have been the one that was like the LA Confidential kind
That's
of thing,
where mine fell apart.
right?
Was
it just
the LA Confidential one? I was
and you
like,
think if I looked into it, maybe a showrunner change, maybe a writer staff overhaul,
something happened that season.
and I was just like,
I
wait,
missed the space
how
one.
how do you make me lose interest in the whole all these characters, even in that kind of situation, that paradigm of I was just like, all right, they can still be them, but in that fashion. Like how do you have all that shit to work with? All these characters with all their little quirks and isms and just ruin it. That was a
I don't know.
weird
That one screwed me up. And so I
wasn't-
didn't watch the space
I wasn't
one.
even angry. I did watch the space.
I
Wait.
love the Magnum PI one, and I love the Smokey and the Bandit one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That series. That's where half the quotes of
Oh, it's like every character
maybe a
had
town
their
in Texas wants to do a bunch of cocaine and commit suicide.
like that shit was so
What?
fucking Krieger was so fucking hilarious. Archer.
Archer.
Oh yeah.
The season we gave up on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archer's awesome.
It's still going, but
It's not streaming on anything
go
though,
back
is
out.
it?
FX stuff is weird. Like it's on
It's
Hulu.
usually
I
on
think,
Hulu.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's like a part of Hulu where you have to pay for it. You're like, wait, I'm already paying for Hulu. What
All
the
the
fuck you.
all the Comedy Central stuff, like the entire
Seemed-
Metalocalypse,
Yeah.
is
HBO.
on HBO Max.
I went through all of Reno
Yeah.
911.
I think I'm gonna have to
Month
break
ago.
down pretty soon and get HBO Max.
That's
Or
the
I can just
best
give him a
streaming
login.
service
Huh?
to me.
I can just give you my login.
Yeah, it would have
There you
helped
go.
me out in like 6 relationships, homie. I wouldn't have had to stay around.
Okay.
That'd be like a great
It's a
modern
joke.
day Seinfeld thing. Just like Jerry, I can't break up with her. Why? She has all the streaming services. You
It'd
know.
be a
That'd be
good-
George. That would be a George
No,
thing to
it'd be a
do.
No,
good
that needs to
episode.
be,
It'd be a good
uh,
episode
curb.
of Texaxis.
She gave me all of her logins, Jerry. You
Be
know
better.
that would.
Hold on to it. Hold
Because
on
I've
to
been
that
telling
idea.
a lot of everybody that I tell that to is like, yes, do it. Y'all have to do that,
Well,
and y'all will be
let's find some time.
millionaires.
Did y'all see the news on the consensus?
The news on the consensus.
On the census?
This.
Not the
Oh,
consensus.
Some
oh yeah,
places-
how Texas gained a few.
I think
was
just
it
one
4?
one seat in the house.
Oh, I thought it was
Two.
4.
We got 2.
Yes.
2 in the Congress and then 1 in the House. Is that
And
it?
somebody pointed out how
I don't know.
I saw on Twitter. Somebody pointed out how like when those numbers were taken, that was like right, like that was to a certain point in 2020. So that probably doesn't account for all the people that left after the census. You know, after some people were
please
just
don't
like,
tell me we're gonna do Russia census.
Who?
I don't
You know, this is why it's important to do it. And if you're at home during a pandemic, what better time to do it when you have a computer in front of you or you're working from home? Just
Yeah.
fucking do the census. It took 10 minutes to do.
They came to our apartment complex and just put flyers on it, like the forms
And you
stuff.
fill it out.
Yeah.
give it to 'em.
Uh,
So,
they put it at every unit. on the door.
2010.
man, a lot of people are pissed off because Texas gets 2, and this is
Oh,
in
yeah.
Congress. Texas gets 2, Florida gets 1,
Of course, there's people pissed.
North Carolina gets 1,
Oh,
Colorado gets 1, and Montana and Oregon get 1. California, New York, Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia all lose 1.
wow.
Things are about to change,
Shouldn't
and I can feel it.
shouldn't fuck your shit up.
Yeah, either that or that may show the mass exodus of New York and California
Well, that's the thing is
moving here.
So I don't know if the census has taken. You know, obviously
New
it had to
York one of
stop
the
at
ones that
some
lost?
point, but
Yeah.
they've probably lost more people since then. You know, in 10 years they could gain some of that back, maybe break even or whatever. But
Yeah.
if they like were kind of like, hey, let's extend this for like 6-7 more months, they might have lost another seat.
That's
Who
a good
knows?
point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
If
people are
like, if
still
they did it
fucking
now,
leaving.
If it was done right now, it'd probably be way worse.
Way worse. We'd
There'd be
probably
like
have
20.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
people are,
5
you know,
places.
how many rich asshole California are like, well, fuck, if Rogan and Musk are out of here, I'm out of here too, and my $3 million.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
heard someone else. I
Well,
think
I
there's
win.
a. Isn't that conservative Jewish
How do you win?
Political-
I'm the last one with my shirt off.
Oh, well, yeah.
commentator?
You win a shot of
I didn't
whiskey.
know it was a
No,
contest.
it was a secret contest.
Anyway, yeah,
Oh.
some big podcast guy that's like a Jewish conservative political talk guy. I think I saw he moved down here too from California.
Talk about Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
No, he moved to
Ben Shapiro,
Nashville.
Oh. Wrong T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Ben Shapiro.
That was a big
fans.
destination for a lot of people. Just like, well, fuck, like
Now then that Christmas Day explosion, they're like, screw this.
another
just go to
big T
Texas.
moved to Nashville. Theo Vaughn. You know, like one of your minor comedian exodi.
I thought he was from Mississippi.
No, well, he moved to Nashville.
Oh,
Theo Vaughn
okay.
can
He was
do.
living-
He can write his own ticket.
How many
anywhere.
how many
pretty
comedians
much.
from California and their families have moved here so far?
Moved
I think there's
here?
8.
Segura's here now, right?
Yeah.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what it sounded like the other day when Joe Rogan had him on.
Yeah, Rogan
Yeah.
will say. Yeah, he'll say some shit. You just but he won't say the definitive. But he'll mention a lot of shit because Tim Dillon, friend of the show, Tim Dillon.
Yeah. But he's
Is
on the
Tim
wall
in
over
Austin?
there.
Tim's
yeah,
here?
oh yeah, he
He's
moved
in
to
Austin now?
Austin.
He moved to Austin.
So him,
Knew
Rogan.
that was going to happen.
I think Ron White
With
was
that-
already there. Always lived
Did he
there.
already
I
bowl?
thought he lived in Houston.
Well, I think he already lived in Texas. Anyways,
Well, I think also, like, okay, I know
Andrew
Dylan.
Schultz moved to Miami.
Oh, I thought he moved here.
No, he moved to Miami.
So I know Dylan,
Andrew Schultz can dance, so he's
Tim Dillon and Segura have both seen what Rogan's building down there.
yeah.
Like he took them on the tour
Oh,
of
okay,
everything
yeah,
he's doing with the comedy club that's supposed to open there.
Yeah.
And that's why they all moved. They're like, this is. Everybody was getting tired of the California thing. It's a pain in the ass to park. It's a pain in the ass to get to. It's a pain in the ass dealing with all those places.
And it's only kind of a pain in the ass in Austin. And what's funny, so
well, when you come from California, it's not a pain in the ass at all.
oh,
Yeah.
so what's funny is all the like the side of I guess all pre-COVID Austin comedy and all the comedians I know down there. Great fucking group of talented fucking people. So see, the vast majority of them have just hated everything going on. Like they don't like Rogan as it is, even though I thought Rogan would buy Cap City and just like reopen it and
That's what I
everything.
thought, too.
But instead, I think it's still in good hands. It was bought by the guy. I'm not sure if it's going to be renamed, but it's bought by the guy from Helium Comedy Clubs, which I don't know exactly how many and where they're at, but there are some. I would say I definitely know there's one in like Indiana and around there, like Pennsylvania, New York.
I didn't know the store closed.
What, Cap City?
No.
Comedy store. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was official.
I didn't know that was
Dagger or
official
anything.
either.
Okay.
It's the Daggers through it. The comedy. God damn. The comedy
Yeah.
store on Sunset.
And then so if you
Gone.
all it takes is a few comics and a few other comics. So you're
So we're gonna get Whitney here too. She's fucking gone nuts.
your hardcore upbrought Austin comics. There's so many of them that just fucking hate what's going on. But also I'm like, guys, you what I want to tell them is like, guys, you have a great scene of all these awesome independent shows, and you have your fun, and your
That's been gone for
well, yeah, but
7 years now.
It's been part of the thing because they had a comedy stage, but also that
They did have a
and
comedy
South by. But more importantly, Moon Tower, which is a comedy festival.
Yeah.
You have these things that pop in and out,
Yeah.
and you know give you all this credence. But in 52 weeks a year, you have all these amazing independent shows. Meanwhile, having Cap City, which is in North Austin,
Mhm.
and a small to mid-sized show, Velveeta Room in downtown, which is only so big
Velveeta
and can
Room.
only bring in so
Damn.
big of acts because it's limited seating. You're still fucking amazing, and I understand how they don't want any of that to like. They think it's going to ruin the Roganing of Austin is going to ruin that. I'm like, guys, just keep doing what you're doing, as long as Adler and Austin allows you to open up and do shit.
It says Tim's in the Hill Country.
Jim Adler?
Oh, I wouldn't.
Tim Dillon.
Oh.
He's not in Austin directly. He's in the Hill Country. How great is that?
But you're, I think,
Yeah.
But talking to some
Well, if he's
comedy
just hanging
buddies
out in
that
Fredericksburg.
talking to some buddies that
That'd be
go
weird.
that pretty much
Marble Falls.
Yeah.
live or just keep going back
Harper,
between
Texas.
DFW and Austin. I think one guy was telling me that some more Austin comics are kind of seeing how it could just be
Dripping
an overall
Springs, That's
good
where he went.
because you have Rogan's new club coming out, the Helium Cap City thing, Vulcan Gas Company, which
Yeah, they've already started doing stuff.
already that,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure if the Roma Room is part of that or part of something else. But
I don't know, but we were going to go by there when we were
But
down
there
there,
are-
but everything was dead.
So I'm like, guys, like Austin, keep doing the amazing fucking shit that you are doing and have been doing. And in
Just
Velveeta,
enjoy it.
They can't. Like, exactly. That's what.
It'd be
but
like all
they can't.
like all of a sudden we're hanging out on Magnolia and all these California bands, these sunset bands start showing up.
Yeah. That'd
How
be
pissed off
crazy.
would the Fort Worth scene get that Poison and Guns N' Roses?
Now that would
and
be funnier. Not
Warren.
not the pop punk and all that stuff, the rock, but if the glam rock,
The old
just
glam rock
started playing everywhere.
took over Magnolia and Southside.
Yeah.
You got a mass to see Motley
Who's playing
Crue.
tonight?
You're like, what the?
Oh, it's Brett Michaels. So Poison? No, it's his acoustic set. He's
Hey,
gonna do-
man.
open up and say,
We moved the Viper Room over to by the chat.
yeah.
And the Rainbow Barn Grill's now across the street from
I do wish
chat.
when it was like being speculated,
Check
like, is
my
Rogan going to
gig
move to
out.
like Dallas
called
or
Sugar Ray.
DFW or Austin? I do wish that some comics may have been
Hey
like,
man, we're 311.
well, hey, it's that far south. Let's just go to DFW because
311.
it's there's at least shit to do.
Well,
but it's
you know,
not, it's
Rogan
not-
looked for land here.
Yeah,
Because he loved Dallas and he was looking for stuff there. But then you go to Austin and that's a different world and it feels so good. And all of us are jealous of Austin.
and they're gonna vote.
Yeah, we bitch about it, but it's still awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love going
I
to
love
Austin.
Austin.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not always. It's just like LA. I'm always gonna bitch about going to LA, but I love LA.
It's perfumed inner thigh that just sucks me in. It is. It's a lady. It's a lady of the night down there. There are things that happen in Austin. Austin is our Vegas.
That is unwoke, Dustin.
What?
Describing Austin as a harlot.
It is. I've always said Austin was a harlot.
Ah, man, there's more. I mean, yeah, I guess Austin is a harlot, but it's not like the freaking, like the harlot of New Orleans. That's just a straight up, like full on.
Yeah, you're right.
What was in Odyssey? Like Odysseus they'd put wax in their ears because they didn't want to hear the sirens.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is when you drive through the South and you're going by New Orleans. You're like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's so tempting. I want to listen to it. I want to go.
New Orleans is that thing you're not. New Orleans is like a porn magazine.
Yeah.
You know, when
it's right there.
You're not supposed to look at it. It's not good for your conscience or your soul.
Yeah.
But you find yourself like, I'm going to go thumb through the pages and see what's going on.
Well, see,
I need to look at this
for guys
copy
like
of
us,
We.
see, this is what's funny. For you guys like you and I, we our like number 3 is probably Vegas, and usually it's flipped. Like to guys like us, yeah, it's Vegas, yeah, it's cool,
it's
but it's
Vegas,
not
cool.
like these skanks, these Austin and this New Orleans stuff. That's
But
the
the thing
that's
is-
the devil's work right there.
The thing is with Austin, it's you go to Vegas and it's glitz and glamour and the main
Yeah.
strip and
I love
drinking
Vegas.
and poker.
Right,
Or
right.
drinking and gambling.
Yeah.
You go to New York, it's drinking, barbecue, and music. The stuff we geek out on.
New York,
I mean, I'm sorry,
New
Austin.
Orleans.
When you go to
In
Austin,
Austin, yeah,
it's drinking and music
yeah.
and barbecue. The stuff we geek out on. That's what
I was
Austin is.
about to get I was like some hipster punk ass mofo up in New York. Probably started some barbecue place that Dustin knows about and I don't.
There is a couple Texas barbecue places.
That's what I was thinking.
They
just
used to
happened.
import Shiner,
And then I
'cause you couldn't
realized
get
you were
up there.
talking about Austin.
but then you
They get Tusker there.
you open up the pages of Hustler of a
it's bad
Larry
news.
Flint magazine, and you see New Orleans, and you're like,
Whoa.
"There's a lot of stuff I shouldn't be a part of down there."
City full of sluts.
This is a weird place where the people are out of control. Things happen.
Yeah.
There's murder. There's death. There's witchcraft and voodoo.
There's
And there's
storms.
Bodies are buried
weird,
above
like
sea
floods
level.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Haunted
Uh,
hotels.
This place
where
is so
nuns
fucked up
committed
that no one's
suicide.
buried in the ground. Yes, this place. This
There's
lady
bars that have been there since like what the 1700s, and it's not even
that
lit.
was a
It's
pirate
candlelit.
joint. Yeah, candlelit pirate bar.
It's awesome.
And then you
Oh.
also have
What are you doing here? Let's go now.
New Orleans or Austin?
New Orleans.
They're both
And you also got
very tempting.
a house on the corner that some lady used to
Just
own that
torturing
she
people?
tortured people and strung them up and killed them inside and did weird operations on them.
Yeah.
Tried to cut off one guy's arm and sewed it to another guy to see if it would.
Oh.
Yeah, and you also
Take
see real scenes from True Detective first season. Like, oh,
Mhm.
wow, we've been hanging here all this.
Yeah.
That's where they shot that.
There's something dark and evil about New Orleans.
It's
Oh, yeah.
dark and lovely.
That's amazing. That's so much fun. But you couldn't stay there.
No, man, we'd be dead or we'd be in either rehab or dead within 6 months. I would say.
Yeah, that's a. Yeah.
Also, I hear
couldn't
New
live there.
Orleans like really doesn't have much of for comedy clubs.
Now, Austin, I probably could live in though.
Fun fact.
I could live in Austin.
Yeah, Austin, I
and
could
not
manage.
die. If I went to New Orleans, if I lived in New Orleans full time, I'd start doing heroin.
Yeah,
There's just
do
no.
everything.
So
there's
so you
something-
would join I
You'd have
Hate
to-
God. Okay.
Yeah.
you'd have to do heroin though because
The
all
riffs
partying,
are
you'd
even
be-
sweeter
you'd be,
when the
you'd
needle
be all
goes
amped
in.
up partying. You'd be like, I've got to go to bed or get drowsy or something.
Or
That's
I'd
how
have
you
to
would
do
it.
heroin to forget that the Saints were there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They
don't
had
like the
so
Saints.
they had so much
No.
payroll.
You're not a bandwagoner.
Even
No.
I knew about it.
Fuck Sean Payton.
He's still coach.
Yeah.
He should have left when Drew Brees was going to be like, that was a good run.
Fuck racist Drew Brees.
Oh yeah, I
Got out of there
forgot.
'cause
Oh,
they're
Drew Brees.
racist.
Is a racist, right?
Yep.
Who? Brees?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They said he
Olstein?
was.
Because he loves America.
So I had we were asked some questions. It's getting late in the show, but I thought we'd knock this. We can either have a whole lot of fun,
Let's do that.
or we can talk about. We've had some of our friends ask us what our opinions are on these new gun restrictions
Oh,
and laws and the
Yeah,
stuff
let's
that's
have
going
the
down in
fun.
Texas. So maybe we'll build that up for a show because I do have opinions on that. Maybe we'll get Colin Noir in here, talk about him. That's my ultimate next goal.
all right.
Sounds like a
Since-
porn star.
No,
A
I
New
thought you were
Orleans
saying Colin
porn
Robinson.
star.
no. Colin Noir. Lawyer. He was just on Rogan. He's a
Oh, okay.
lawyer and a big gun guy.
Oh, okay.
He's got all these crazy gun videos and stuff. He's a big advocate, Second Amendment advocate, but
Oh,
he's a lawyer over in Dallas, and he knows his constitutional law and
okay. Cool.
regular law. He's a pretty smart feller. All right, so fun. We do this every year. It's music festival time. They're starting to pop up. We didn't do it last year because they were all canceled.
Oh, you mean Super Spreader Fest? No. God.
But I want to see if you would go to any of these, Matt.
Oh yeah.
We were sent this one by a friend of ours, the Rebel Rock Festival. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida, so we can go there. We can go to
Oh.
Disney World,
Orlando, I'm there already.
hang out.
Okay. What's
What's
the lineup?
I'm just give you the headliners.
Come on. You got to give at least 5 bands on the
Okay.
lead up to, and the last one's a headliner.
Friday night. 'Cause
Okay.
This
okay.
is multiple
Oh,
days. This is
okay.
a 3-day festival.
5 bands per day.
5 bands per day.
Okay. And then we decide if we go or not.
Yeah.
For realsies, we got to go.
Yeah. Oh, I'd go.
Friday night.
I'm itching to go to any kind of music festival. It
Right.
could be the whatever that
Let's see
symphony
here. I am too.
orchestra was, and
I
I'd
want to
go.
do
I'd be
anything.
like, I'm in. I'll
I'm
do
ready
it.
to go.
Dude, did my Sturgis joke? Oh no, you weren't there. I did.
Yeah,
I do a joke
I-
about Sturgis.
We've been asked. We've been asked.
Sturgis.
Yeah.
Oh, to go.
Yeah.
Rough.
I love it. It'd be fun.
No, it sounds like a great time.
You'd get one of those ladies that
Here's your
cover
choice.
ears with boobs.
I don't
Go,
care about that. You get your choice.
What's that?
You can go to Sturgis and see beautiful South Dakota.
Hmm, that'd
Okay,
be
and
awesome.
that land and all the gold hills and all that stuff. Or you go to like Oklahoma, some city park, and go to
Rocklahoma?
not Rocklahoma,
okay.
the Insane Clown Posse,
Oh, the
Juggalo Fest,
Gathering?
the Gathering, the Juggalos.
I'd go with the first one.
For
Like
sure. Go to
Sturgis.
Sturgis over Juggalos.
So, is Hangout Fest having? I know we're about to get to this, but
We're gonna get
is-
to that.
Are they?
Okay.
I want to know who's on that lineup.
Okay, so this was sent to us. This is Rebel Rock. You've got on Friday night,
How many Confederate flags are on the flyer?
none.
Okay.
You've got Hate Breed, Motionless in White, Skillet,
Oh, God. This is just.
Philip H. Anselmo, and
And-
the illegal perform a vulgar
Actually-
display of Pantera.
Actually, go back because I might be in on one of those. first
Motionless in
ones,
White.
too. And honestly, Hatebreed doesn't put on a bad show. It's like
How about
No,
Pop
you,
Evil?
you will bleed.
no,
At
I've
a
watched
Hatebreed
several.
show.
I've seen Hate
I've been to
Breed.
Hatebreed like 6 times, homie.
Co-headlining on
That-
Friday night, Limp Bizkit
There was another one
Yes.
and Machine Gun Kelly.
out.
Yeah, that first night isn't that.
Saturday
too
night.
enticing. Although, if you kept, if I knew
I'm
all
never
the
going
bands,
to get through all these if we keep
I know.
stopping.
Sorry. Let's keep. Okay.
Second night, Body Count,
In
Yeah.
August Burns Red,
Yeah.
Kill Switch Engage,
Yeah.
All right.
Under Oath,
Okay.
yeah,
Devil Driver,
in just because of the
and your co-headliners,
all that cool stuff.
Five Finger Death Punch,
Out
Legends of Wu-Tang.
in.
Huh.
Weird, huh?
That's weird.
That's enough. That night's enough. That's enough for that night.
And then Sunday night, you have
Unless Five Finger
Nice.
Death Punch
All that
just keeps
remains-
doing encores.
Anti-Flag,
I find it hilarious that they're
All
on
right.
his bill.
Keep going.
They're
Seven
so
Dust.
desperate.
Yeah, I'd check out Seven Dust.
Hey.
I haven't seen him in forever, so I'd
and
probably go see it.
co-headlining Sunday night, Rise Against and The Used.
Yeah,
I'd only go
Okay.
for Saturday. I like Saturday. Saturday
That's so
seems cool.
funny. Anti.
You don't think Friday sounded cool at all?
Limp Bizkit, Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah.
Oh, I
okay.
thought. Wait, that was the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Who's
Phil
headlining?
Anselmo. It shows Machine Gun Kelly as being the headliner, with
pretty
Limp
big
Bizkit
time,
being
man.
second. So he's headlining over Limp Bizkit.
Oh, you're not far from Jacksonville, so I think Limp Bizkit's the real headline.
Now we could go to Columbus,
Ohio.
Ohio, And this is the M3 America Fest.
M3 America Fest.
And the reason we would go is because your girlfriend's going to be there.
Are you doing the same thing? You're going to do the nights, or
Uh-huh.
what? Or are we just doing one glorious night?
Nope. Friday night, the Iron Maidens.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
There's your
Absolutely.
girlfriend?
For that, yep.
Heaven's Edge. I don't know who that is.
Wonder if she's gotten her restraining order yet.
Probably. Slaughter
I'm not going to drive up there. It's too far to drive.
and
Hey.
Kicks.
That
Yeah.
is Kicks.
Kicks?
Kicks?
Don't close your eyes.
Yeah. So on Saturday, Enough's Enough. Bullet Boys. Steel
And-
Heart.
Smooth up in your...
Steven Adler. Winger. Accept. And headlining Queensryche.
Oh, yeah. I'd check that day out.
Then Sunday.
This kind of sounds like how we got COVID.
So out.
Yeah, this is COVID.
This is our COVID fest. This is the concert we
This
were
is
supposed to
COVID
see
fest.
that night.
Yeah. Sunday night would be Faster Pussycat, L.A. Guns,
Yeah.
Lita Ford, Great White,
Yeah. They played Sturgis.
Warrant, and Night Ranger.
Also played Sturgis.
I'd go up there.
God,
It'd be terrible.
I would have.
No, wouldn't we'd have a blast. Dude, we'd have a blast, man.
Okay, Rockfest in
What a
Send me
great
out now.
name.
Anybody can that knows any of the people in those bands, send them a message saying that Stubbs is
We're in.
in.
Okay, so I'll go to this show because it's in Wisconsin in July. That would be cool, right? I mean, it'd
Okay,
be
yeah.
colder
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah.
Rockfest,
hoodie weather.
Wisconsin.
Wait,
Friday night. Oh no, this
It's
is
not-
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Death Trap.
Holy shit! I'm
It's not a-
sorry. They
Death-
have a pre-show on Wednesday that's going to be Slaughter and Queensryche, so we can see them there.
Oh,
But
I'd still go to that festival though. The
I would too.
M35 America or
Fuck
whatever.
that.
What was it?
Let's see. Thursday,
Geezer Fest.
you've got Memphis Mayfire,
Yeah.
Fozzy,
Oh.
Steel Panther,
What?
Theory of a Dead Man,
Oh. God.
and co-headlining you have Stained and Rob Zombie.
I would
Oh.
out
pass.
on all of it, man.
But
I
on,
might show up at the very last to see Rob Zombie, and that'd be about it. All the other shit. Whew.
on Friday you got Bones UK in.
Uh.
Played a show with those girls. They tried to drag me all over Dallas. Crowbot,
Oh, they said. No, they were about to say Crowbar. Hmm.
Of Mice and Men, Bad Flower,
Huh?
Anthrax,
Uh,
and then
Well, that's
co-headlining
random.
is
I just threw Anthrax in that.
co-headlining Snoop Dogg and Limp Bizkit.
hey.
I would only go to Saturday night of this
Yeah.
because of here we go. You got and I'd only go midway through the day. We Came as Romans,
Yeah.
Avatar, Motionless in White, Chevelle, Danzig,
Yeah.
and-
yeah.
Korn. I wouldn't go
This
see
whole festival's worth it just for Danzig.
just to go see. Is Danzig going to do festivals?
Probably.
I mean, if he's
The one I think we should seriously
vaccinated,
go to. Seriously, I think we should go to this because it's only a couple hours from here. Is Rocklahoma.
who's playing this grand one?
September 3rd to 5th in Pryor, Oklahoma. Oh, they haven't released the lineup yet. It's coming.
Well, you know who's going to headline that one? The Five Finger Death Punch guys, probably.
Limp Bizkit if they're on it. I
Oh
wonder if
yeah,
Danzig will do
you're
it.
right. Limp Bizkit could be the headliner.
Incarnation. This is the one Chris sent me. It was like, this is a terrible festival all around.
A terrible idea for-
Incarnation Music and Tattoo Festival at Ohio State. Mansfield, Ohio. September 10th through the 12th. Friday night. Escape the Fate. Local H.
Local H. Huh?
Steel Panther. Kill Switch Engage.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Mastodon.
go.
Ah.
Yes, of
Slipknot.
course.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd watch a Slipknot show.
I'd watch those three leading up to that. All right.
Okay. Then Saturday night. August
Throw
Burns
in
Red.
Local H for fun.
That was the first night.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
August Burns Red.
Well,
Asking
absolutely,
Alexandria.
Yeah.
Chevelle.
Well,
A Day to Remember.
yeah.
Mudvayne.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, they
man.
just got
Yeah,
back together.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mudvayne is back together.
Thank God Chad was just like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it was kind of a dork fest.
Is it the anniversary of LD50 or something? And can
Yeah,
we just
that's
watch
why
that?
they came around my timeline. It was just
It's the anniversary of LD50.
Like,
Makes
hey,
sense.
remember when we were all in everyone's jock and everyone's just
Cool.
like, this is like new metal but proggy. I get it.
All right, on Sunday you have Devil Wears Prada, Attila,
Oh God.
All That Remains. They're coming up on everything, so they're hitting the circuit. Fever 333, which I like.
I
They're
was
cool.
more of a Let Live guy, and even that last album was still kind of like,
Motionless in White,
yeah.
Beartooth,
Oh God, knock off every time I die.
Hellstorm,
Or is it Hellstrom?
Hellstorm,
Okay, no.
HALESTORM.
Okay.
Hey,
With
Motionless in White. That's that band that's kind of like Whitechapel-y, like Jim.
But I think
That's
their
what I thought.
singer.
We have connections that
And
band.
they're from G'day Mate, right?
No, Motionless.
I thought they were from G'day Mate land.
Shelby can hook you up with them.
I'm sure she can.
And headlining that night is Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And then
These all sound like fun.
I'm trying to find. There was one. This one. Would you go see Aftershock, Sacramento, California? I would do this one a heartbeat. Friday night, Butcher Babies. That those two porn stars that we saw.
Yeah.
Then Pop Evil, Avatar, Suicidal Tendencies in Skillet.
Hey, those girls follow us too. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because of our buddy.
And the pictures I took of them.
Yeah,
I shared
and
a
our
bunch
buddy.
of. I shared the pictures and the live video of them. Live.
No.
Live?
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder how long his ponytail is now. That little patch of hair.
Lovely those.
But look, get this. The same night you get Suicidal Tendencies, Seether,
Oh.
Wonder if Ben's playing with him
Volbeat.
this time.
What? Oh, Volbeat. Oh. Can they leave?
Rancid.
Can they leave Europe
Heck yeah,
though?
I'm in.
I'm in for Rancid and Metallica headlining
I don't. What year is are they're saying this is happening this summer?
this summer, 2021, Discovery Park. It's in October 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. On Saturday, I'm in all day. Bones UK, L7.
Yeah.
Thursday,
Hey.
Body Count,
Yes.
Asking Alexandria. Kill Switch Engage, Anthrax, Gojira,
Oh,
Hey, there
yeah.
you go.
Machine Gun Kelly, The Offspring, and headlining My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'll sit there
Yeah,
all
I'd do
day
that.
and watch all that.
That's a good festival, man. That's the one in Sacramento.
Yeah, and then Sunday is
If there isn't a specific band on this, then
The Pretty Reckless. I'd go watch them. Pennywise, yes.
Absolutely.
Mastodon,
Yes.
Rise Against,
Oh.
Social D again. Oh no, that's Social D,
don't-
not Social T.
Don't tell Shelby about that.
And headlining Metallica. And if you want to get there and do
Wait,
the
Social
pregame-
Distortion's going to open up for Metallica?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that'd be pretty cool. I wonder if Hetfield's going to come do a song or two, or vice versa.
Maybe.
I bet it would
Yeah,
be.
my
I bet it would
Polly
be.
Jane.
It would be Hetfield doing a song with Social D more
What
than
the fuck is
the
this?
other way around.
You have Metallica at the show, right? Okay, Metallica. Did I say Anthrax?
yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to
Okay.
have been on most of these festivals.
Metallica, Anthrax are on this bill. On Thursday night, they're doing a pre-show night or a pre-game night or whatever with Exodus, Testament,
Hell yeah, dude.
Parkway Drive, and Limp Bizkit.
So we'd
You
be going
have-
early.
You need
Yeah.
I would
one
just
more.
go. I would just go
Yeah.
for that show.
You need
Oh.
one more.
That's awesome.
You need Megadeth, and you'd have
Yeah.
the
So-
Big Four. And now they
Slayer.
said that Oh yeah, Slayer. Sorry.
Yeah.
But they said that they added Exodus to be one of the Big Five.
So, one thing missing
Heck yeah,
now.
man. What kind of festival?
I
was this
need to
called?
know if they're on
The
tour or something.
Aftershock.
What band?
Aftershock.
Again, this means they need to be on tour or doing something. What band is missing from that? Let's just say they could be available. Sacramento.
From Sacramento.
Deftones.
Exactly.
Yeah, Deftones.
They better be on tour during
They
that.
are on tour. They're
Okay.
doing a tour with Gojira. It's Deftones, Gojira, and someone else. That's
Was that
badass.
still the? Was that the tour that was originally
It's supposed to be
planned?
here? They're still doing
Oh,
it
okay,
in September.
good. Was it Grimes or not Grimes? It was a female artist.
It was someone
It's
else.
a female artist. I looked her up and I was kind of like, that's weird, but
Yeah.
And
I'll just know to show up late to that.
A lot of the other ones
that
haven't.
comes through town.
They've
I'm like,
released dates,
that's
but they
insane.
haven't released lineups. And which one were you looking for?
Oh, Hangout Fest. Because I want to go to that someday.
The problem with Hangout Fest is that it's gotten kind of
Way indie.
douche fest.
Well,
But,
it's been
yeah.
douche fest for a while. I mean, didn't Kings of Leon play it once?
There
And,
you
like
go.
Dave Matthews and stuff. But still, walking. I don't know, man. Well,
I mean,
screw
you're
you
on the
then.
beach.
I love Gulf Shore, so
Gulf Shores is nice.
yeah.
Dear Hangout family, we are exploring options for 2021 Hangout event in the fall. So we'll see. The grounds look cool, and Gulf Shores is pretty, but... Blah. So that's
So,
where we are. I'd go to
this-
Sacramento.
This is a fest that
Keep
I'm
popping this. I
trying
know people are gonna
to
be like,
actually
"What is
go
he
to in
doing?"
September. Furnace Fest, which was
It's gonna be a hot one.
it's in
Hot ticket.
Alabama. So let's see. Let's see. This is me 5 to 15 years ago. Dream lineup. It's crazy. So
Why do you go to the Deftones site and they give you tarot cards?
So Friday at Furnace Fest is September 24th to 26th. Headlining Under Oath, but below that, Cave In, Converge, Every Time I Die, 18 Visions, if you like them. From Autumn to Ashes. Trying to think of anything else. Zao, Terror Thursday, With Honor, Stave Saker, if you like Christian hard rock. That's one night. Next night, Taking Back Sunday headlines, but then, hey, Appleseed Cast, that shit's good.
I heard about that one.
Evergreen Terrace, which I like. Further Seems Forever, hey. Hopes Fall. Me Without You, Mineral.
Gojira supporting Deftones.
Poison the
Monday,
Well.
September 6th.
Shai Hulud. Oh, this one is just it's tailor made for me. Sunday Killswitch headlines. 68's going to be there. Andrew WK.
Who's singing for Killswitch these days?
Jesse. He's
Yeah, and then I think was it the other dude
Howard.
Howard comes up for a couple of songs. I think.
What the?
Or
He's
they did
got
last
he's got a
time they
new
toured.
project going.
How is Pitt for Gojira and Deftones $336?
Well, Gojira, what do you mean? You think that's too high or too low?
Way too high.
I don't know, man. Gojira was they pre-COVID.
Really
hot,
really
big
blowing
deal,
up,
man.
yeah.
That Metallica tour did wonders for them and Kverlatak.
That,
Like that-
was
that
pre-COVID.
That's what I'm saying.
We're now post-COVID. You need to get people in seats.
Oh,
you
they'll
need to
pay.
I
sell
agree,
tickets.
but I bet you run that. I bet you run up against that on all these shows because the industry's hurting, so they got to make money.
That's true.
I bet there's not going to be any tickets that you can get to any of these festivals below $100.
This is
for
like
sure.
talking to a comedian about recording records.
Me.
Yeah,
Damn.
it was funny. Yeah, you're right though. They have to make that. They have to make that.
So I was wondering.
money
Been wondering that for a year. Like, is it going
Yeah.
to be that, which is probably the reality? A part of me was hoping. I'm just like, ooh, I wonder if tickets are super cheap because they're going to be super, desperate. But I'm like, yeah,
You think they're going to do the spray booths?
They're not going to what? Just spray you down when you come in?
That's a good question.
'cause no, we're in vaccine land now, so it's going to be.
I don't know, man.
They still haven't opened the media portal,
I don't know.
which is weird
What's that mean?
for upcoming sites. Usually, like I used to could.
Hack the internet.
Yeah, no. I used to be able to get media credentials up to a year in advance. For
Oh,
shows.
okay.
But the media,
That's probably all
Portal
fouled up
isn't
right
up.
now because they got too many issues they got to
available.
work out. I bet.
yeah.
I bet you there is. I bet you they don't want a bunch of people in the pit taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Much like the
Which,
sporting
I'm
teams
like, good
and stuff.
fucking luck, man. It's like you look at baseball games. There's so few
Yeah.
people wearing them. It depends on what stadium you're
It's-
at, because it's indicative. Like you look at a Dodgers game, there's plenty of people wearing a mask, but then they'll show a section of like a row of people not.
I'm trying to.
Fucking Ranger games, man. You
No,
barely
man.
see anyone wearing a mask.
It's
and
true.
oh, it's
Have you
great.
gone yet?
No, I'm gonna wait till my second shot. I told my girlfriend, I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna buy me a nice.
Out of protest, I don't
Rangers-
think I'm going
Rangers
this
seat.
season.
Their office isn't that bad. It's really bad, but
Yeah. I
I've
gotta
heard
go.
the place is lame too.
I'll go when
You know
Joey
what?
Gallo hits a second home run.
Hey,
Oh shit! They're
my
playing
Cowboy
tonight. I don't know
season
what that
starts
score was.
Thursday.
Kind of does.
You know,
That's
it
the
really
official
does.
of the whole start of the season.
Yep.
It's when the draft
I'm going
happens.
out.
Yeah,
It's
then
draft
it's just
night.
countdown to all the camps and
It's
stuff.
draft night at the Star. Going
Yep.
to the Star to hang out and do some stuff.
When on Thursday?
Yep.
Oh shit! I might go out there with you, man. Oh, is it you're gonna do work shit?
Oh,
For them?
I'm gonna take pictures and do and video and stuff. But yeah,
Oh, I thought you were just going out there to hang.
I mean, you can probably
Hey,
come out there and hang.
Rangers
and
won tonight. Crazy.
I'll just go do my stuff and then back out. I don't know how things are gonna roll, so we'll see.
Yeah,
But I'll be up there at 6 o'clock.
yeah. Well,
Give me your digits. What I have your Hook me
Alright.
up on your digits or something. I don't even know.
let's hurry up and go before Brian
What?
gets going on something.
No, the Rangers won. I'm good.
Brian, we want to hear your opinions on gun control in America and the laws that
I'm against it.
Biden-
There we go.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Did we miss anything?
No, I missed everybody hanging out the other night.
It's fun. But you got to see the
Got to see a lot of people.
Damn it! What I say? Oh, you have to go because
The
Joey
Detroit.
Gallo did hit a second home run tonight.
Red Wings.
Did I what?
That's
I'm
the first
sorry?
time you got to see the Detroit Red Wings
Oh,
live. You thought I went somewhere
I
else.
thought you said. Yeah, I thought you
You
said.
finally got your Red Wings.
I was like, well, damn, that's a personal question to ask.
Hey, I want to.
Years ago.
But yeah, I
are
love. Did I
the-
not talked about it yet? Oh, I
No.
wanted to on the show.
Yeah, talk about it real
Yeah.
quick before we back out
So-
of here. Let's end on a high.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's,
Well, they
it's
scored
awesome.
out the ass.
No,
Are you
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
the Stars?
I'm talking about just.
Okay,
it
good.
was-
I wanted
it's
to ask you
weird.
about
It's like Twilight Zone. It's weird because you can. It's like. It's not nut to butt. There's not a bunch of rowdiness at all. It's kind of quiet. You walk to your seats, and you're like,
Are all the concession stands open all
I
the
don't-
way around?
I think not all of them.
Where'd y'all sit?
The platinum level, right center ice.
Okay. I wondered
It-
if all of them were open all the way around.
I don't think so. I think there were spotty ones. Like they would have a
Were
few.
there beer stands?
Hmm. But they were spotty too. So the weirdest thing.
Spotty with Red Wings?
Anyway, the game was badass. It was just weird that because you can hear them talking shit behind the bench. You can hear the ice cutting. You can hear. There's so much. It's just weird. And like when they score, you're like, oh hey, they scored, and then down plays the.
But the horn is
And then-
loud as shit.
Yeah,
when
but
it's
then
quiet.
it's quiet, and everybody's just kind of.
Are
Hey,
there
we
still people
scored.
cheering, or
Yeah,
is it just so
but you
few
can't- I mean,
people?
there's so few people. You can't really.
It doesn't-
It's like, oh,
doesn't
hey,
resonate.
yeah. You
no
wouldn't
one's
hear
going,
it. Yeah,
hey,
And then-
hey.
yeah. There's no. And they still had the people that yelled "Star" and the Star Spangled Banner, but it was like "Star." Like it
Now
wasn't.
people, now people look at you when you do that. You're like, stop disrespecting.
So, and then the other thing that was weird was the mask Nazis. Like if you have a beer and you're not drinking it regular, like they're basically promoting you get drunk really quick and keep buying beer. Because if they see you and it's been a minute since you've had a sip of beer and you don't have your mask on, they fucking walk down and tell you to put your mask on.
So
And they made me take my gaiter off.
the
They
attendance,
said no gaiter.
no gator, huh? The attendance at the Cowboy game were that way, like first couple of games, and then towards the end of the season, they just didn't care.
Yeah,
They let people, as long as you're sitting in your seat and being cool, you can take your mask off. And
yeah. Well,
And be
so
cool.
the other thing was the gift store, like, or not the gift store, the team store,
hangar?
the hangar. Yeah. So they only let a certain amount of people in at a time. Like, so they'll
don't
let
go
like
to the one in the stadium.
why? What's wrong with that one?
Go to the one in the walkway right out front. That's right by Channel 8,
'Cause
WFA. Way cooler stuff in that one than there
Oh
is in the
no,
one
I
in the
thought you meant like they let more people, like, or something.
No,
like
they
that.
will let
Like,
more people in, but they have way cooler, rare stuff in that
Yeah.
one.
I need to get a new Stars hat. Like, I was gonna get a Stars hat, but all the Stars hat that they had there at that one, the one inside the stadium, I was like, man.
So
That's why you go out to the other one.
Are they actually
have all
playing
at-
really good
at
now?
Tyler Seguins.
I don't know if I've been to it.
It's
they-
right. You know how the walkway that leads
Across,
out?
yeah, right across from the what's that big ass bar, right?
Yeah, where Channel 8 is and all that.
Yeah.
The nice little where everybody parties.
Mhm.
There's the hangar store right out there that's next to that bar
Huh.
before Channel 8, and you can go in there, and they have all sorts of.
Shit.
They have cooler
Start
shit
going
in
there,
there,
man.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know that.
still called the hangar, but they have way better stuff in that one.
Yeah, that's like the one that was out at the old ballpark. How they had that one out in center field that was awesome.
Now, since you're up Frisco way,
Uh-huh.
go to the
Star Center.
that one's badass because you can get cheap
Yeah.
shit in
I
there.
might.
I walked out with jerseys for $20, sweaters.
Oh, really?
That St. Patty's Day one I got
Was $20?
was $20,
Damn.
and it's a full on.
Was it an older
Adidas.
issued one or something?
Mm-mm.
It was in season, like it was their.
It was that
That
season. It had
season's-
just like we were there for cheerleader stuff.
cheerleader stuff.
Yeah, the cheerleaders were doing something there, and I just was wasting time, and I walked in there while I was waiting for the girls to
Yeah.
get there, and I was like, "Holy shit! Look at this, $20." Yeah,
Dude, you should have hooked me up, man.
they have their breast cancer one. Now, did you see the one they released the other night? The flag one,
Mm-mm.
which if you
The rainbow flag one.
yeah the rainbow flag
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah, I did see that.
terrible.
You don't like it?
The execution was bad.
Yeah.
The rainbow on on the logos,
Looks a little hokey.
yeah, it's awful. It looks
Yeah.
like Fruit Loops. It's really bad. It looks, I don't know. I didn't like the way it was executed. It could have been done a way better.
Yeah.
For all of its good intentions, the rainbow really clashes. When
still
you
had a
try to
great
put
time,
that
though.
in something else.
It was just nice seeing a freaking sporting event and being like,
So now
and then we bounced way early too.
take that. Okay, take your sporting event.
Yeah.
Same thing at the Cowboys game. Okay,
Yeah.
the crowd's barely there.
It's
They
weird.
were piping in crowd noise,
Oh, see, I don't think they were at the Stars because
but
I didn't hear any.
it's very low. It's weird the way they were doing it, but
At AT&T
yeah,
Stadium.
when
Death
Dak
Door,
broke his leg,
you could hear it.
holy
Oh.
fuck! And you heard him yelling and screaming in
Yeah.
pain,
That's not fun.
and there was nothing there to cover it up. Like everybody,
Oh.
you heard everybody go, and then you just heard,
Oh fuck!
and you're like, oh fuck, oh, like that was intense, and there's just not enough noise
How
or
did
anything
that not get
there.
grabbed by anyone?
I don't know.
Wow.
Probably too shocked.
When we
but-
interviewed Dak, we got to ask him about that. Like, dude, you did like the most metal scream ever for a quarterback.
And it just echoes like
He was
It
like, "What
was
do you mean when
weird.
my leg was hanging off?" Yeah,
Yeah.
it was gnarly. It was awesome. It's like you were
Like a
dying or
UFC
something, man. I was like,
fighter.
wow. That was a bad one. Yeesh. I don't even want to talk about that.
well, I mean, he did it to one guy in the past, so now it's his turn to have it done to him.
What do you do?
Yeah,
Did you not see the picture I posted of?
that's real. That's real.
Wait, what? No.
There was a leg incident at the UFC on the
Yeah.
undercard.
Wait, are you saying who did it? Like it was a karma kind of a thing.
So, how long has it been
It's been like 4 or 5 years, right?
since Anderson Silva's?
Mm-hmm.
So Anderson Silva was fighting that guy Wiedemann,
That's how he did his.
And
Okay,
that when
for
and-
context, I thought you said like Dak broke someone else's
no,
leg,
no,
and
no.
this was karma or something.
no,
I was
no,
like,
this is
oh,
very weird. How it
okay.
happened was Anderson Silva went and kicked him basically the exact same way, and shattered his bone
oh,
in the
okay.
ring against Wiedemann. Well, flip it, Wiedemann.
Yeah, those leg kicks are
10
so
seconds
popular right
into
now.
it, that's the first time Dana White tweeted, "This is the first time a UFC fight has ever been won without a strike being thrown."
Oh.
See, the thing that's messed up, I think, is I bet you they're about to come up with something about that kick, because that's how Poirier beat the Irishman McGregor, right? So I've noticed that on all these fights lately, everybody's striking the shin, like the calf, and doing that, and that's a very vulnerable little bone that could get out of hand quick. So I bet you pretty soon they're gonna be like, no more calf kicks.
Or you think they'll make them wear shin guards like soccer shin guards?
Like kind of like, does Muay Thai do that,
I think
or is
they
that
do,
just when
don't
they're
they?
training? That might be just when they're training.
They don't wear it in the ring.
I don't know. That'd be a
What's a true
Sage.
fight?
That'd be a question for him.
It's fucking crazy though, man.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy, man.
I don't even like who was it? It was the first.
You guys are fucking crazy.
I think it was the first fight, the Usman or one of. Actually, I think it was they were just doing a replay, but this guy just kept stomping on Masvidal's like the top of his foot.
And finally crushed it.
No, I mean I was just like, that's gotta hurt, and it's gotta be like someone's gonna break a foot doing that.
So it
Like,
wasn't him. Someone's had their foot crushed by constant
it might have
stomping.
been him then, because I don't know why I've never seen Usman do. Well,
And
I
it
guess
finally
they
gave
all
out.
do that. They prep for different fights, different ways, but
Yeah.
that was a gross one though. The
I thought it was a
the
fun
steel
card
is gross.
to watch.
The grossest is the still image. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah. The picture I posted was
Oh,
real.
okay.
100%
What'd you think about
real.
DC getting in
It's on Facebook.
Jake
I'll look it
Paul
up.
or the what's his name's face?
Yeah.
Dude,
You-
something bad's gonna happen with that kid, dude.
Do you think he'll be
Like
brought
he's
up?
making a lot of enemies.
Do you think he'll be brought up?
What do you mean?
Jake Paul. Do you
Oh.
think
No.
Dana White will bring him up?
Oh God, I
Hell
never
no.
looked at the actual. I was
He's not gonna.
so the picture you posted. I just looked at the guy. I'm like, is he doing some kind of weird, like
Is he
funny
trying to get
move,
in?
like
Look at
a
his leg.
Pulp Fiction? I just saw the leg for the first time just now. Fuck you. Oh my
he's
God,
just
that
trying
is
to
just-
stay in boxing. I thought.
Ah, I guess.
I thought he was just trying to stay in boxing.
good.
I
Okay.
thought he was wanting to get leg work done and wanted to start
He's gonna
being
get.
able to fight.
Okay. I did not.
He would have to train for a really long time, man. Like, what would he do? Like, if
He's
well,
got
I don't
none,
know,
he's
man.
got a ton of
He's probably training all the
YouTube
time
internet
anyway.
money.
Actually, he's probably he's got exactly.
he's
He's
got
got a
nothing
ton of
else
money.
to
He's
do,
probably
so
training
he
like
probably
a,
could.
yeah. I don't know. It's disrespectful the way he's acting towards.
There's
all
a
these
bunch of
fights.
boxers
Like,
that
they're
want to
like,
fight him.
Yeah.
There's a ton of boxers like, well, put me in the ring.
But
don't,
dude-
don't put all these old washed up has-beens
Also, man, it's genius.
in the ring.
Like everybody acts like it's just uncalled. Like you can't be disrespectful like that. But that's kind of genius on his part because it's drawing. I mean, it's gonna be to where he gets some. He already got a major payout, but that payout's only gonna grow more and more. The more he runs his mouth,
So
his payout. I'm talking about
I'm gonna take a tangent here. Did you watch that fight?
the one. Which one?
The no,
Both of those
the
fights I
Paul.
didn't watch full. I just watched the clips of it.
Did you see the musical performances?
I heard it was a music like
So you get
almost like a
Snoop,
festival.
and you had Ice Cube do stuff,
Yeah.
but then they debuted Mount Westmore, the first live debut of Mount Westmore. Do you know who all that is?
Who's in it?
Snoop, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short,
Oh, nice.
Crazy.
and they're fixed to put out a record. But they released their first.
because they're from the west side.
I guess so, Mount
okay.
Westmore, yeah. But they was the first live performance. They pulled out these 4 thrones. You can watch it because
And it comes.
the way it happened was like Cube started, and he did "Good Day" and "We Be Clubbin'" and something else, or "Good Day" with a medley of "We Be Clubbin'" into something else. And then Snoop came out and did a couple tracks, and then he backed off, and then these 4 thrones came out, and all of them were sitting on the thrones.
That's
And
cool.
they
I'll have
started
to watch
rapping
that.
and stuff, and it was kind of badass seeing Too Short up there with them and them going back. He had a funny ass line. My bitch got an ass like 218s. I was like, that
That's a
line.
great line.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it was awesome, but yeah, it was good. I'm like all excited. I want this record to come out, and it's supposed to be pretty soon. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's it. I'm done.
Me too. It's been great, guys.
Thanks
break.
to Black Rifle Coffee Company for providing me some juice. We're going to get them to be sponsors. They sponsor podcasts all the time, and this is the only store, and it's 2 miles from us.
It seems
I know it
natural
is
that
so
they should,
close.
So
And y'all are
I think
simpatico about.
we're the
certain
closest
beliefs.
podcast to them, so I think that
Yeah.
should work,
You
right?
should get, if anything, get the manager of that
I just want
location
you,
on
just
here.
give us your cash.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get them loaded up.
What they pay us in coffee beans, then we resell it.
They need to
Speaking
send y'all
of
some
coffee
gift
beans,
cards.
we got a buddy that's fixing to open up a shop who wants us to come down and start doing shows from there.
All right, let's do it. Where's it at?
South side.
Oh, it's a more farther drive for me.
But it's good.
Will they give me free coffee?
Velton, yeah, probably will. Probably.
Then I'm
will.
in.
We're in. All right, let's go to night time.
Yeah. Night. Be safe with these thunderstorms rolling in,
Yep, they should be here by now.
especially out in
We'll see.
Orange County.
Yeah, it's time for Big Daddy to take me night time.
In Austin. Those storms that blow in out of nowhere and just show up at a strip club. Watch out for those storms.
Real quick, hold on.
Okay.
I got to talk about something.
And then-
I meant to talk about this earlier. I forgot about it. It wasn't in the show notes. I'm going to put it in there. But this weekend, RoboTuner's band had their first live stream.
show. That's right.
You can go watch it. It's up on YouTube or Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
You can watch it. They did it from the dungeon, his studio.
Yes.
I went over there and directed.
It's not. He didn't play down in New Orleans.
No,
It wasn't there.
no. But I ran the switcher. So I was switching cameras for
Oh,
him.
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I was standing back going
Did you get a
camera one,
paycheck?
camera one, camera two,
Ready?
Camera one.
And
ready,
go.
camera
Camera
4, pan left, camera 4. Okay, ready, and we're going. Going now. Go. Camera 4. All right. Camera 3. You're on standby. Get ready. Camera 1. Go get some crowd shots. Camera 3. You ready? I just stood there the whole time.
Doing that, directing.
It's annoying because you hear me in the audio the whole show directing. Not really. But they debuted a couple of the new Jet Noise songs. One of them is about being old enough to be your dad. And it's talking about
Yes.
young ladies of the night at the strip club.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
We took Thomas to the Yellow Rose, and this is what happens. Standing behind that,
Disrespectful song to the industry.
the whole time he was sitting there writing a song in his head, not enjoying
Yeah, I thought
the
he wanted
ladies
to
that
leave.
were on him. And that's why he wanted to leave. He needed a piece of paper to write everything down, jot everything down.
He couldn't just have one of the strippers on his lap, like write something that's like,
could,
"Hey,
but-
can you actually get some paper?"
Actually, the one we tried to
you,
like.
you don't even need to dance. Just
I think
copy this
Jeremy
down
tried
for him.
to.
Dictate this.
I would have given him a couple of $2 bills to write on.
Yeah. Okay.
That would have been worth money.
Two
At
money-
least $2.
Two monies.
But, yes, Susie. That song was cringy. It is kind of a little weird. It is kind of strange. What are you doing?
You could look at him, Matt. It's not a sin. I know it's not a sin. Fuck you. I'll fuck you up right now.
You fucking asshole. But he was writing a song
See?
in his head.
Is he Asian? I don't know.
That's what everybody asked.
No. I don't even know where that voice came from.
Did
or
Juma bring
why
him
it
back
came
from
up.
Japan one
It
day? It was
doesn't,
just like, yo, I found this white boy hanging
It
out in
doesn't make
Japan.
sense.
it doesn't make sense.
None of it makes
doesn't
sense.
fit him. And
Okay.
it's just like, just like, why?
I think it all stemmed from
I'm
Red
sorry,
Pants.
I'm sorry, Matt
Red
Thomas.
Pants,
but-
'cause he said it like
just-
that.
I just found out
And he
about
rolled
it.
his
I'm trying to
arm.
defend
Red
somebody.
Pants.
I
And then he came to the dissolving of his last
Yeah.
marriage. I'm like, fuck you, Angela. I'm going out with the guys. And I'm going to look at lots of guitars. Something like that. Or no, remember we thought he was a cook. And
I'm not talking about any of this.
we've
know
talked
what-
to Matt about this.
I know. It's just
Oh,
so,
so
out of
close to
control.
wrapping up the show,
cuck
too.
scene. I need you to come over here. My wife is ready.
If you start using R's as L's, you've
She's
gone
good
too
and hot.
far.
Sir?
What?
The cuck.
What are you talking?
Good
She's
night.
ready to go.
She's wrapped up.
Red pants.
Out.
Oh shit! All right, yeah, we're out of here. No, that was fun. It was a fun night. It was cool. Go listen. Go listen to that live stream. Go check it out. Send them messages of
I need to
of,
check it out.
of praise and devotion or whatever you do these days. If you like it, tell them. If you hate it, tell them. If you really like it, share it with your friends.
I gotta go.
All right, we're getting out of here. Bye.
Bye.
You want us to
Red
give daily devotion to Josh and the Jet Noise?
It's there's no Josh anymore. He's dead.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, he died.
All right, later. Daily devotion. What was that?
Did he say he really wrote that when you were down there?
No, I put that in chat. He didn't really write that while he's down there. I don't know where he wrote it, but it just, as we're sitting there, he's playing it, and I listen to it, and I'm like, wait, what is this song?
It's very disrespectful. You don't tell me what's disrespectful, motherfucker.
Oh, man, I wanted to get into the whole Fort Worth chaos. There's more Fort Worth drama.
About what?
Oh, well, all right. I'm going to stop the streams. Good night.